Hey everybody, Mike Dukes here. Welcome to Gaming on Geek Street. If you're new, if you're not part of our Savage Pathfinder crew, then welcome, first off, and happy Halloween. And because it's Halloween, Call of Cthulhu. That is the game we are playing. Call of Cthulhu is, it's right up there. I've got three games, Call of Cthulhu, Delta Green, Vampire the Masquerade. They all kind of vie for both favorite game, favorite horror game. I mean, I got a lot of horror games I love, but those three always seem to make it to the top of the list. The downside is I don't get to run those hardly at all. So I figured Halloween, if we're going to do a Halloween game, Call of Cthulhu. Oh yeah. So the scenario we're playing is called Edge of Darkness. If you're an old-time Call of Cthulhu fan, then you know that used to be included in the core book. But with 7th edition, that is now included in the boxed starter set. Todd and Amber have never played Call of Cthulhu before. I think Kaylee had played once. Sean is kind of like me, big Cthulhu fan. He's played it, ran it, had a great time with it. No. So again, if you're one of the Savage Pathfinder fans, it's going to be a little different. One, you're not going to see me jumping around doing a bunch of different voices and stuff like that because it's just not that kind of a game. Matter of fact, after watching this during the editing process, I honestly look like I'm pissed. Maybe I was. I don't know. But basically, you just kind of see me doing this a lot. Or actually more often this, because I'm reading through the adventure. Long story short, I had planned on one scenario for like over a month, and then a week before we actually played, I switched it to what you're about to watch, which is that Edge of Darkness scenario. One quibble about this episode: the first half, I noticed the audio it felt odd. And after looking, I realized the microphone placement was off on a couple of people, and that's what caused it. Second half, it should be fine. It's a good setup, this episode is, because things really kind of hit the fan in episode 2. It's going to be a 2-episode adventure. And I'm really happy with the way the whole thing ended. It was fun for me, fun for all players. Everyone was wanting to know when we're going to play again. Like I said, Halloween doesn't get to do, what it deserves. So I may just start running Halloween games when it's not Halloween. Maybe we'll have a Thanksgiving Halloween game, a Christmas Halloween game, New Year's Halloween game, Valentine's Day Halloween. I mean, matter of fact, that may be my new goal. Take every major holiday and make it Halloween. Okay, I'm going to think on that. I like that. That sounds good. So, the intro kind of tells you who everyone's playing, so I think you're good. Main thing is have fun. Some interesting characters, as always, when you got this group playing. And hey, man, just stay calm. You don't want to lose any sanity. You don't know what could happen if you do. All right, so we've established how you know Rupert, and that you've not heard from him in a while. But now you have each received a letter from Rupert.
I got a letter.
I did too.
It would seem that he is unwell and not long for this world. He has asked you to meet him at St. Mary's Teaching Hospital here in Arkham at 1 o'clock Thursday. You've not seen him for quite some time, so this urgent summons would seem to be quite important. Perhaps he has something he wishes to tell you before he dies. For you, this is all the more a big question mark. Why is he contacting you and not your brother?
When I got the letter, I thought Rupert had lost his mind. But I know he has a history with my brother. My brother respects him, thinks he's wise for whatever reason. I've never seen that side of Rupert, but maybe I'm missing something. That's a possibility.
Well, my brother lives in San Francisco, so he's not
Still.
gonna meet the professor.
Is faculty aware of his illness? I mean, he's obviously taken some time. I think we would have noticed his TA's taken over or something.
Yeah, he has taken this entire year off. Sabbatical was what it was initially called.
So he's just getting paid to do nothing then.
I think he earned his time.
Did he?
He spent quite a few years at this
he was good
fine
at what he did.
establishment.
So
He earned it.
I heard he was offered a dean position once, and he turned it down.
So 1 o'clock Thursday arrives. Each of you, in your own way, makes your way to St. Mary's.
I crashed the car into the steeple.
Lois, what are you doing here?
I got a letter.
Well, I got a letter.
My letter says to me here Thursday at 1.
Mine does too. Interesting.
The two of you make your way to the room in question. You find these two also standing there.
Oh, he invited students.
Professors!
I tipped my driver well.
So nice to see you. Yeah, your suits are looking very spiffy these days. Yeah.
I will. I don't have it, but I will try to greet her in some Japanese, Latin, Greek, Egyptian,
Let's
English
hear it.
professor. So we're gonna lay in there with some, whatever.
Thanks, it was my father's. You may have heard of him.
So you have no Japanese.
No, but she's in class, so I'm sure I would have looked it up a little bit. I'm sure I can dabble
Professor,
in a little bit of
I
everything.
did
Give me
take
a roll,
your
let's see what you
Latin
got.
class.
All right. 31.
Do you have any languages listed on your sheet?
Me? Mm-hmm. Oh, God. Yeah, I got 80.
80 languages?
What language?
That is a lot of languages.
It's English. Oh, Latin, 40.
Nice.
That's it.
Okay.
Latin and English.
I can help you brush up on that.
Wait, my English is only 80? So there's a chance that I don't understand what's happening?
My English is only 70, and it's my native language.
Ooh,
so-
mine's 50.
My language is still 70 and I teach it. It's a matter of, you understand the language, it's the other things that go with it.
What's your Latin?
So, 70.
If you start looking into archaic, crabbed writing that's in English, then it's not a matter of understanding English,
Oh,
it's a
no,
matter
regular-
of deciphering
English is
what the heck has been written here. It could take a very long time to decipher something like that.
I ain't got good English. I
Miss
don't
King,
I don't
Miss,
speak
what's your last
good.
name? What's your character's last name?
Russo.
Miss Russo. Well, thank you for joining
Professor?
us. Do you
What-
find yourselves down here with any problems?
Do you know what's going on?
I believe that we should be made aware of whatever the situation is here. Are we actually in the room with Rupert?
No, the two of you had did you come together or separate?
I mean, if you're leaving the...
I was
do
getting
you mind
down.
if I ride with you?
Oh, no, feel free to share.
Okay, so the two of you arrived together, and then before you could enter the room, these two came up, and you just have all greeted one another, so no, you've not yet stepped into his room.
I'll take off my hat. It's good to see you outside of the university.
Yeah, it's not weird at all.
I don't know why I'm here. I don't know why I'm with these people. I don't know why we're following. I have no idea what's happening.
I didn't know that you and Rupert were that close. I mean, Mr. Merriweather, Professor Merriweather, were that close.
We're not.
Oh.
The antiseptic smell is
Oh, you have an uncanny
a
appearance.
little overpowering.
What?
Hey, stop commenting on Lois's appearance.
I'm gonna pull out of my being a hanky. I'm sorry, what were we talking? Excuse me. Sorry, where are my manners?
Anyway,
Okay,
Is there an elevator?
I don't
I mean,
know.
you're standing outside of his room. He's haven't entered yet.
I'm just gonna open the door.
You open the door up, and immediately you're met by the hospital bed, and there's his quite frail-looking form. He's never been a stout individual, but now he's very emaciated. And there's also a woman you know to be his wife, and also his son Bertrand are there.
God, I feel so bad for them.
They both turn and look at you all expectantly. And when he sees you, his eyes do twinkle a bit.
Oh, it's that.
I mean, I didn't know he was that affectionate about me.
Well, Miss Lucy.
Came all at once. Very good, very good. Agnes, dear, Bertrand, if you'll give my friends and I a moment, please. Won't be long.
Ma'am?
I give her a hug as she leaves and pat her on the back. I assure you, we'll look after him.
You hear her breath catch as you're hugging her. She's holding back tears.
He's strong.
You see Bertrand looking in particular at these two, and he's not happy. You know, Bertrand has always been a bit of a hothead to begin with, feels that the world owes him something, and he always wants to know everything. You're guessing Rupert has, much like you, hasn't said anything as to why you're here. So this eclectic group, Bertrand's not too happy about, but he doesn't say anything. He gently guides Agnes out of the room, and then the door, when it shuts,
I'm gonna, as he leaves, I'm gonna say quietly, "Bye, Birdie."
I'm sorry, what did you say, ma'am?
Nothing. I was just saying goodbye.
he slowly rolls his head back on the pillow. He's looking up at the ceiling.
Pour some water.
You see there is
That's not what he wants.
an ornate,
Little flask.
And stalagmite.
there's an ornate box on his bedside table.
Oh, put my handkerchief over my face. Oh.
I thank you all
Of
for
course.
coming.
Of course. Wouldn't miss it.
In all our talks, I've avoided certain avenues of conversation. You've probably noticed. Same with you, Nevada. There are things in my past I'm not proud of.
Let's not dwell on them now.
Yeah, I don't think we should worry about that.
Past.
Yeah.
And it is the past that has you here now.
What you have, is it contagious? Merely asking for my own health concerns. I mean, as you know, I am health conscious.
And he is getting up there in years, so.
Young lady, I am only 35 years old.
Cancer, as far as I know, is not transmittable, my friend.
I've heard about this smallpox
Are there
business
chairs?
going around.
Yes.
I will pull a chair out for the two young ladies.
I'll sit in one of them.
I'm perfectly capable of standing, but thank you.
You're very welcome, ma'am.
In my youth, some fellow students and I became involved in what we thought was a innocent exploration of the occult. We're led by a slightly older man named Marion Allen. The six of us purchased an old farmhouse a few miles west of Arkham, near the village of Ross's Corners, so we could conduct our seances and other psychical research in privacy.
Must be nice to be able to own property. I was saying something to Lois.
I understand.
Alas, our work had unforeseen results. Our last experiment, it summoned, and he looks directly at you, an evil force into this world. And instead of attempting to expel the thing, we were afraid, abandoned the old house. We're confident that the magic that brought the evil to this world will also keep it confined in that vacant house, or perhaps send it home after a short time. However, I have since discovered that the spell that binds the entity to that house lasts only as long as those who cast it live. I am the last of that group. It is my fear that upon my death, that thing will go free, wreak havoc on the folks thereabouts. I am too old, too ill, too much of a coward to go back to that house to try and banish the entity myself. I'm guilty of many things, but my deepest sin was unleashing that horror on that fateful night.
I feel like the cancer may have gotten to his brain, guys.
I'm convinced the entity will escape its confinement upon my death.
At this point, I'm going to open up my leather satchel, pull out a tablet and pen, and start taking actual notes. Ross's Corner.
In all my years, I've never seen enough.
He gestures to that box on the table side. Take that box.
My first thought when we talked to Rupert about all of this, again, was that he'd lost his goddamn mind.
All the aid I can offer you lies within that.
If nobody gets up to take it, I will, while he's talking, pick it up, look at everyone, knowingly taking it, and put it into the satchel.
Before he does, I want to briefly look at it, see if I can notice with archaeology maybe where it came from, or if it's got any kind of like significant. Like,
On the outside, no.
Oh, okay, good. I'll
Just
need to roll.
well-varnished wood. Find the courage that I did not possess. Send that thing back from whence it came. You must see this done. I ask that you do it for me, please. And as you grab that box, he starts hacking and coughing far worse than before, and actually, roll dodge.
What?
I would like to.
Because he's spitting up blood.
Oh
I'd
my
like to
God.
pat his arm.
Ha! 6.
You jump out of the way as he, in a hawk of bloody mucus, covers those white sheets. You hear it splat upon the floor, and then he goes back, eyes shut.
Oh. Nurse.
Doctor! Doctor! I race out to the hallway.
You see a nurse
Throw
look
the door
up.
open. We need urgent help now!
A nurse grabs
He's in
someone
great
else.
distress.
Agnes and Bertrand were sitting. They now stand.
Agnes,
What happened? The nurses go running
he's having
inside.
a turn.
I'm gonna need all of you out of here, please. We need to do our work. Doctor comes rushing in.
Yeah, out.
Once you're all outside, they shut that door. And Bertrand, what did you do to him?
Bertrand, he was out of his mind.
He was fine.
No.
The four of you waltzed in there, and now what? Is he dead?
He was spouting nonsense that is scientifically impossible. There's absolutely no way. What he was.
Ghost stories.
Yes.
He had
Where did you
cancer.
put that?
In my satchel. So, like an oversized
Yeah.
Indiana Jones purse.
Wow. With a 96, he does not notice the bulging thing.
Yeah. They normally don't.
But what? Bertram, it is my scientific opinion that the cancer riddled his mind with hallucinations,
Delusions.
delusions.
I concur.
Your
It's most unfortunate.
scientific opinion.
Yes, as a biologist, Bertram.
A biologist or a biology student?
Biologist. I may
Really?
still be in the process of studying, but all great scientists continue to study
Bertram,
throughout their lives.
In this
Bertram.
exact moment, this conversation you're having, would it be best to check on your mother and make sure
Yes,
she's okay,
Bertram.
or to continue this petty argument at a time of great distress? Son, do the right thing and check on your mother.
I'm just gonna walk away from
I
it.
will contact you in the next few days to discuss
coffee here.
arrangements. If there's anything I can do, you have my card.
He's dead?
Son, it did not look good. The spasms and the coughing, it was, well, it was sanity wracking. Luckily, there was no roll.
I thought it was fine.
I shake his hand. You know, I'll be here for your mother if you need anything.
She is sobbing, has her head in her hands, and that is when the door to Rupert's room opens and the doctor slowly steps out.
Be strong, son. Be strong.
He puts a hand on Agnes's shoulder. I'm sorry. He's gone. She just starts wailing. It echoes down the halls.
Oh.
You can see there was a nurse pushing someone in a wheelchair. That person's head jerks up now, just the sound of it.
I'm leaving. I'm going. Getting out of there. Find a drink fountain or something. Wash my hands.
Okay.
Why are you doing that?
I don't know what he's got.
But germs don't really spread like that.
don't-
I would
I
know.
don't-
I'm a biologist.
He said he has the cancer.
I don't know anything about that.
How does Bertrand look at this point?
Give me a psychology roll.
No. Well, 57 on a 40. I have failed in that regard.
He looks more angry than sad. But he has sat down and put his arm around his mother. And he looks up at you. Probably be best if you all left.
Of course.
As you wish. Your mother knows how to contact me.
The sound of her sobbing continues as you make your way down the hall.
Shall we share an elevator down?
Yeah.
You step in, elevator attendant going down.
Yes, sir. Please.
Yeah.
First floor.
Door shut, presses the lever down, and you feel that your weight lift, and momentarily, suddenly the doors open and there's the first floor. The air lacks that sanitized scent down here, or at least it's a little lessened.
Would any of you wish to engage in this conversation further? Or would you like to go your own way?
I don't understand what more there is to say. The poor man was clearly not in his right mind near the end, and
What was inside the box, though?
that's a good question.
Would we like to go somewhere and
I know a place.
take a look? We could go to my office.
I know a better place
The
where we can
office?
get some drinks.
Some what?
Some drinks.
Well,
I mean, obviously,
It's
between us.
tea,
against
coffee, of
the
course.
Yeah, clearly.
I mean, how old are you?
Oh, well, I love coffee.
Wherever my
What is the age of a Miss Kane and a Miss Russo?
I'm
19.
21.
19?
I'm looking for a bar where strong drinks are sold.
Well, they're going to let them in. So,
I think probably,
Yeah, I think it's right this way.
think so?
Yeah.
All right.
You go to,
Nevada, I don't know if this is the appropriate place to have this conversation.
Trust me. This
I
place
trust you
is.
last time you brought me here, Nevada, and I don't know
This
that
place
it's
has
a place
has
that
strong
I
drinks.
would wish to.
Like strong coffee?
I don't know that it is a place that I would wish to take two of the students that I am.
Oh
currently,
well, I mean,
involved in their education with to this particular
If it's
establishment.
coffee, I don't understand what the problem is.
Mr. Smith, perhaps we should go to a diner.
His
or
last
my
name is
office.
Jones. Who's Mr. Smith?
Excuse me, sir.
That was Nevada Smith.
I am
Jones.
Nevada
Oh,
Jones.
I apologize.
You may have heard of my father, Frank.
Frank Smith?
Right this way.
Lois, are you following any of this?
I don't know what's happening.
Taking it to speakeasy.
All right.
Speakeasy?
And I am not going to go with that.
Come on.
I am not taking two young ladies to your backdoor gin joint.
And I have no interest in going.
How was your sight?
Probably.
Do you wish to keep it that way? Because if you drink the stuff that he is going to attempt to serve you, then, well, you may not have it.
Well,
for
there
much
is a
longer.
coffee shop around the corner.
Well, let's go to the coffee shop so we can get this done.
I have a reputation around town.
Let's
sir.
just go to your office.
I like to
Very
drink,
well.
Okay? I like to drink.
Okay.
It's where I can go
I
forget my troubles.
understand, Nevada.
That's it. So
Mr.
many troubles,
Jones.
I'm sure.
Not Indiana. Nevada. Jones.
Nevada?
Yes.
That's what I said.
Okay.
Keep up, man.
Trying. I've been drinking.
I mean, it's been a while since you used that other name, but whatever. Head back to the language department, which
Fine.
I probably run by this point.
I guess we'll follow him to his language department.
As you're leaving,
Please. Oh, sorry.
as you're leaving the hospital, you can't help but notice someone you knew just passed away. And in that immediate epicenter, there was all the grief, the sorrow, but then once you hit the first floor, it's a bit troubling. No one there knows them, no one there knew it happened. They're all so consumed in their own lives.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little strange, what you think about it. And after your conversation of speakeasy or no, it appears you're headed back to Miskatonic University. Are you walking it, or are you going to do?
How far is it? Because I took a cab to get here, so I just assumed we would take
I mean,
a
St.
cab.
Mary's is a part of Miskatonic, so it's not just a walk across campus, really.
I know a shortcut.
Does it go by any other place in particular?
No.
Well, very well.
Right this way.
He calls it a shortcut. Not really. But eventually, you do see.
Now, are you familiar with this particular statue? This was erected approximately 75 years ago as a keynote to one of the founders of the university.
Oh, please go on and explain
kinda
all
looks like
the
an Abraham
history
Lincoln.
of
But
the university that we certainly didn't know already.
you may not know is, and go around the back and show that there's like a little, some oddity about the statue.
Oh, look at
is,
that.
it is rumored to believe that this is the tale of this particular gentleman because he was known as the demon of the campus for his incredible incredulity to the students. And so when they built this particular statue as a last insult, they added this little detail.
I heard that somebody hid firearms inside one of these statues.
I won't say that's not true. There is many a box placed within the base of several of these as you know,
Yeah.
elements of time and things of that nature.
Yeah. Anyways, it's right this way.
It's so,
I don't understand. Are we?
I tried taking you to speakeasy.
yeah, that's even more
We
creepy.
don't want to go to a speakeasy.
That's cool. The kids
We're-
like that stuff.
We're going to his office, or I'm going home.
Yeah, we're gonna follow the old man to his office and talk about stupid statues. We could be getting turned.
I am trying to build a reputation here at Miskatonic. I do not want to be caught cavorting with
I do not convert.
Old men.
those old men who feel they can flaunt the law and face no repercussions.
Well,
I have studies to get to, so let's get this over with.
You see one of the professors of the history department
Tip my hat.
taking note of two young female students, two male professors, after school hours.
Good day, Jacobson.
Good day. Off on a bit of extracurricular activity, are we?
Well, we are currently engaging a conversation with these two students in their further education here at the university.
Professor, if you're implying anything,
Perish the thought, my dear. Perish the thought. Good day to you.
Yeah. I'll see you at Rupert's funeral.
that sounded so threatening. And then we'll see what yours.
Couldn't get him at the funeral.
Nobody knows he's dead yet.
He rushes off around the corner. You get to the hall, mount the steps up to your office. At this hour, it's largely empty.
My secretary left for the day.
Yes.
Then I'll grab the key from her desk.
You have a secretary?
Dolores. She's wonderful.
Are you tenured?
Of course. Yes.
Oh, he's an old white man. Of course he's tenured.
Yes. I've earned my position through hard work and dedication. Many
Sure you
years dedicated to this particular
I
university.
have hockey practice later, and I don't want to be late.
What's hockey? From Canada?
It's a sport that involves ice and
Yes, but I mean,
Pucks.
I don't know that they need any trainers right now, do they? Oh,
I
open up the door. Oh. I didn't even know hockey had cheerleaders. And
Wow.
go inside.
Interesting.
Don't engage.
So what does your office
It
look
is
like?
the dark woods, the fireplace, the overbound chairs, overstuffed leather, the whole smoky cigars, oversized globe that does have my medicinal alcohol there, if that should ever be needed.
Wentworth, you should probably clean up around here.
It's a little dusty. The upper shelves don't get a lot of attention, but there's also framed pieces of scrolls and things of that nature that have merit to me. And of course, on my desk is a small portrait of my dear departed Jane.
Do you have any brandy or?
It's in the globe, sir.
Yeah. Do I know where it's at?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll just pour me a drink.
Okay.
Really couldn't wait.
please.
So I
Open the
know
box.
Miss Kane here is in a hurry, so let's see what Mr. Merriweather has left for us. Mr. Jones, did you want to take a closer look at this before we
I
break
do.
the seal and see if there's anything
I do,
there
Mr.
that,
Wentworth.
any information you can gather
I
from it?
don't-
If you can
Honestly,
put your
doesn't-
brandy glass down long
Doesn't
enough.
look anything out of the ordinary to me.
Yeah, the box itself has no historic or archaeological value.
Looks like the sort of thing you would have picked up from any store in that era.
What are you doing?
I'm working, man. Working.
Is it dusty? Is it... Okay. Rupert,
Taste, smells.
Professor Merriweather,
Perfect.
wished for us at
Doesn't
his
appear to
last
be
dying
really
breath
antique of any sort.
to have this particular item. Whether we believe that his last moments he was delusional or not, I believe that his
Well, you certainly don't believe that tale, do you?
best interest. I knew Rupert, Professor Merriweather, a very long time as a colleague and a friend. And in that time, and in his classes, did you ever sense that he was a person of fantastical ideas, outlandish theories? If anything, I think you would probably, if you'd paid attention in that class,
What are you
understood that
implying?
he was a very down-to-earth fellow.
I understand that he was very rational when he was well, but as we saw, he was not well there in that hospital room, and I think that caused some distress on his mind, and
So you think a
people can be prone
unwell-known
to...
man took the time and effort to procure a box and make sure that he sent us all a letter to come and speak to him upon his deathbed, engage us, give us this particular artifact, tell us this outlandish story, as you would have it, and none of it might germinate to
Some
the
of this
real truth?
might have a foundation in truth. So please
I plan-
open the box and let's
I
find.
plan to see whatever it is through to the very end for the benefit of a good friend.
I've
Regardless,
been to a lot of seances, and they all turned out to be hoaxes.
all of them.
Every last one of them.
You've not seen a single hint of anything that might.
No.
Listen,
Very well.
Even in ancient cultures that I study.
Miss Russo.
I don't
Well-
believe in any of that.
Like, I don't believe all this hocus pocus stuff. Show me some scientific facts. Show me some carbon dating, some archaeological finds, and it's all going to go back to superstition. There's no such thing as all this hocus pocus stuff.
Okay.
I'm willing to see this to
let's
the end
open
just
the-
to prove.
How's it locked or shut? Is it
It's not locked. It's just that latch.
just this latch?
Can you believe these two?
I don't know what's happening.
Mr. Jones, please pour me some of the medicine, please.
Oh, yeah.
Medicine.
It is. It's got some papers. Is there anything I should do?
No, just pull it right out.
I do have a little archaeology, so I'm gonna pull out some gloves.
Oh, you don't need to do that.
So it's better to be sure. I'll just place these upon the desk here and take a look.
Oh, I guess that part
Those
those are
right
pretty
there
cool.
are actually meant to be a journal.
It's a leather-bound journal with
Oh,
looks to be
Interesting.
quite aged. A letter here that starts with the word "Dear Friends."
okay.
There is Mr. Jones,
Oh.
a minor bit of
Okay.
well, it looks to be a
Interesting. Careful with
relic of
that.
some sort, and some.
I feel like Mr. Jones could have just gotten up and got it himself. Instead of passing it around.
See this.
Relying on the women to do the heavy lifting.
Looks to be a deed and a key, as well as some mouse poop. I don't think that part was relevant. If you wish, I'll put the box over here. If there's something about it that wishes to be studied, of course, you'll have access to that.
Jones, give me an archaeology or a history roll, whichever you have better skill at.
Oh. Ooh, a 5. Archaeology.
Damn!
The markings on the outside are Egyptian hieroglyphics, and from the Middle Kingdom,
I will
something
repeat
about
this.
No, well, I have studied that
Containing-
time period.
invisible power. Take the lid off, there are more etchings on the inside that
Oh, it's a frog dancing.
Did you say it's a frog dancing?
It's not two boys playing leapfrog?
That has,
You're
Oh.
a language professor. What would
Oh.
you know?
These boys are not
well,
playing.
one of the languages and things that I have studied is, well, the signs of the pharaohs.
the
My-
markings on the inside are not.
Hieroglyphics is
Egyptian.
something that I have studied.
My professional opinion is this is the cigar holder.
Oh,
You put the cigar in there like a humidor.
that seems wrong, Mr. Jones, but
But
Do you have
the outside hieroglyphics are clearly Egyptian, but when you open it up, I've never seen this language before.
Do you have a cult?
Hello? I do.
Give me a roll.
Green. 93. I don't understand what this is, though. I've never seen this. I'm going to pass this back to you since it's a language. Definitely Egyptian on the
Well,
outside.
there is a note here. Put on my glasses, take a stiff drink. Let me read this out loud so it's plain to all of us. Dear friends, in the years after the nightmarish events of the night in my youth, I have seen many strange things. Only now do I begin to grasp the truth of reality and the scope of what is happening in the world. I have tried, in my small way, to combat the horrors and make amends for my part in bringing one to our plane of existence. Plane of existence. What I have left to offer, what riches and wealth I have, I will put to good use in dealing with these abominations. It is the very least this old coward can do. Oh, Rupert, There's no reason to be so hard upon yourself, sir. I could never make myself go back to that little farmhouse and put those events to rights. I too gravely feared that which my friends and I loosed upon this countryside. Nothing of consequence has yet taken place, but with my death, I fear the bonds will be broken, and that the horror freed to come and go as it pleases. Lives not yet taken already weigh heavy upon my conscience. The method of delivering the thing out of this world is still in that accursed house. The translations made by Marion from the book of De Vermis Mysterious. I was never strong enough to take on the task, but I have hope that you are. In ridding the world of this, perhaps you will save my soul from hell. For I fear that my deeds have not been enough to release me from this heavy burden. I do not expect your forgiveness for what I ask of you. Signed, Rupert Merriweather.
How peculiar.
Put that upon the desk.
That is a strange letter indeed.
How old, I mean, it doesn't mention us by name. Is there, looking at it a little closer, not in the context of a handout, but is there any indications that this was meant specifically for us? How old, fresh ink, that kind of thing?
You're going to guess it was written within the last month.
Okay. And I will take a look at the hieroglyphs on this.
I have to say I am intrigued. And I don't have class until next Tuesday.
I got a 9, which gets me down to the extreme success on Egyptian hieroglyphs.
As Dr. Jones previously mentioned, they are Egyptian, Middle Kingdom. It would seem that that is meant to be a container of sorts, of a soul or souls of immense power.
Or
This is
cigar holder.
I believe that you're wrong.
Well, I mean, I have been known to be wrong from time to time.
Well, I don't know about that, sir. I think your studies have proved profound on certain occasions. It's just so happens I do have a bit of an expertise in the area
Oh, please
of
go on. You're both so great.
Egyptian
Wait, what?
studies.
Well, young lady, when you get older, you will be too. You just got to put your head down in the book and study hard, and you'll be just as good as we are, kind of.
As men age and march ever closer to death, their minds just aren't what they used to be.
With enough study, I'm sure. You were quite an adequate student. I believe that this item actually is quite valuable and would relate to the soul of a powerful individual of some sort.
Do you
It's
see the
meant to
frog
hold
dancing?
something. Well, I see more runes and perhaps misshapen hieroglyphs. I do not see. What was it you said?
A frog
I don't
dancing.
see a frog dancing.
In the
but
top right corner there?
You have more of an imagination, it appears, than
Have
I
you
do.
had
For those markings,
Too
give me
many
an
of
occult
those?
roll.
Professor?
Unfortunately,
It's just a
let's see if
brandy
we
in the
can get a
evening.
0-1. 0-2.
Wow.
What do you have in occult?
A 5, which is what everybody has. So
Wow.
that was
Wow.
actually a extreme success.
I failed mine, and I have 60 in
When
occult.
you've attended Arkham University as long as I have, both as a student and as a professor, you tend to pick up a thing or two. And I believe that what you construe as a dancing frog is in fact,
If you believe such things, there are certain occultists that attribute such writings
Do you want to see the journal?
to the lost Pacific continent of Mu.
Wentworth, you're right. That's exactly what it is.
There's no scientific evidence that Mu even existed.
there's more things underneath the sun than just your science.
I could tell from the carbon dating it's old.
Absolutely, I'm willing to concede that, but Mu, that's just pure nonsense.
And
You
then
said it
don't-
had a piece of amber in it.
Was there
Oh.
a piece of amber in it? No. Sorry, that is no longer there.
I'm That's what it says in this journal.
It is gone missing.
Entraps a specimen of some unknown species of arthropod.
Perhaps at one time, but then again, it also, this letter clearly states that there are things still left in Ross's corners that they have dealt with them. He said, it sounded like they left in a hurry, so perhaps that piece is still there. There's nothing to say they ever went back. They like took off after whatever happened scared them.
Eventually, ownership of the place did transfer to Rupert. That doesn't mean he went back.
It was a good eye.
How far away is this farm from where we're at?
About 4 miles.
Oh,
4 miles west of Oregon.
well, if we leave now, we can get there by nightfall.
We could, but we wouldn't be properly prepared for an overnight stay in, I assume, a building that hasn't been
Well, Sigil Drive?
taken care of since 1883 or before.
Well,
So-
there is a place off Sigil? What was it again? Sigil? Sigil Drive?
Sigil Drive. So
There was a place about 2 blocks from there. They offer lodging and good drinks.
you might have a problem, sir.
What?
Maybe
Do you expect to go on an overnight trip
No.
with
I
2
most certainly do
young
not.
students?
I mean, it certainly wouldn't be the first time.
Do you expect us to go along with that?
No, Nevada's an irresponsible rogue. He's a fine man, good person, but unfortunately his indiscretions are too numerable to name in this particular interview.
Well, I mean, if you're professional, I see no reason why anyone should suspect anything inappropriate if that's what you're implying.
I think a lot of people would see that.
Well, you know what? I'm a
As an
modern
adjunct
man
professor,
for a
I'm starting to
modern
question
times.
your,
Okay?
I mean, regardless of the time, so there's still a decorum to be met. And whereas you would come across unscathed in this and seen as just the typical behavior of a rapscallion, these 2 young ladies' reputation might be harmed beyond repair, and I would not wish to be a part of such a thing.
Well, I mean,
However, it is still placed in our hands to look into this endeavor, whether it's real
Sure.
or not. And the truth is there's a piece of property that belongs to my dear departed friend, Mr. Merriweather, and his wife and son will, I'm sure, be able to sell this piece of property, no matter how rural it is, and offset whatever costs that they have with his medical. As you know, the Arkham University insurance and medical policies sometimes can be a bit lax. So,
well, I
nothing
wouldn't
else,
know because I don't
think
have
we can-
tincture.
I did hear that they charge an entire $5 per day for a stay.
So,
Can you imagine?
if we can avail ourselves of the opportunity to look over the piece of property, we might be able to determine whether it's salvageable and has resale value, contact a real estate agent of some sort, set it up for...
I don't think this
And-
really is any of our business, though.
I
Right.
think that we
Thank you.
would, for once and for all, be able to put this whole nonsense to rest. To officially say, Professor Merriweather had lost his mind.
Well, if we're not going to do this under the cover of night,
When do you think that he would have lost his mind, Miss King? During his sickness?
Yes,
No?
during his sickness.
But don't you think that this deed predates that to, again, the year
Well,
why is he giving us a
1883?
deed?
As
We need
we've
to give it
talked
to the
about,
family.
this
How
is
old is
based
this-
in truth,
how old
so
is
he
this journal?
owned the property.
1877.
So he's been losing his mind since 1877. A man who taught your class, whether you respect him or not, surely
Perhaps
it's not
he
the
had
case.
some underlying condition of the mind that resurfaced
He did tell
later in
some
his life.
fantastic stories
Our,
when we were drinking.
What is your course of study again?
Biology, sir. So I
So you don't believe
know.
in science.
I do believe in science.
wonder
So
if
I
his
believe that
office
the
is
tenets of
available
science
now.
would be to investigate.
Exactly, that is what I'm saying. We shall investigate, and the evidence
And
will
are
show
we
us.
going to investigate with an open mind?
Of
Or
course.
are we going to investigate to come to the conclusion that we have already developed before we left my office?
I'm a true
How long until
Student
they
of
vacate
science.
his office and becomes available? Do you know? His office is bigger than mine.
Well, he has been on sabbatical for almost a year now, and
But they
haven't
left
vacated it.
all of the stuff in there.
Well, then I will have to probably help and see about that. But that is
I am going
an
to
issue
have
for a
to.
later date.
So I'll have to be back by Monday because I have to talk with the administration about his office for sure.
Do you really feel in your heart of hearts that you're the man that's going to take the place of Mr. Professor Merriweather? Think about this, sir.
I think I've been here longer than whoever they have comes to replace him, is what I'm saying.
Head of that particular.
But when my father was here, he had the dean's office.
Well, your father was well respected.
Yeah.
And
I think I should at least get
failed to go to
something.
speakeasies on such a regular basis.
But if we're going to do this
Didn't
under the
conform
cover of
with
night,
students.
there shouldn't be anything wrong. If we're going
Well,
over
perhaps
there,
we shouldn't do
Sir.
it
What was
under
your
the
father's
cover of
name?
night.
Sir Frank, sir.
Perhaps we should discuss meeting in the morning, going at first light, finding enough time for everyone to make arrangements and make our way out there.
There
Well, let's
is-
say 10 a.m.
Tonight, there is a jazz band that is out of this world.
I am sure.
Do
that
you
would
not
be
appreciate
a
jazz?
lovely- Well, I have to say that no, I do not find that there's any melodic tones to be found in that rambunctious music. To be quite honest, I find it unsettling. But I can respect the art and artistry that goes into it. However, at this point, after bearing the witness of death of my dear friend, Mr. Merriweather, I don't know that going out and celebrating with frivolity is the way to do that. I think I would rather spend the night
Why do we have the
contemplating
deed?
my
Why do we have the
friendship with
deed,
my
though?
friend.
Why do we have the deed? We need to give it to the family then. If we're not going to do this under the
We're going to go.
this
Why would we-
disguise of night.
Why does that have to be at night?
Professor
I'm very confused.
Jones.
Well, it's
It sounds like
obviously
you want to wait till night, sneak over to Ross's Corners, and then perhaps do something else.
two or three blocks from the sigil. There is a speakeasy
I understand
where there's
that.
a jazz band playing.
So
They've come
we're
all the
not
way from
going-
New Orleans.
We're not going
Well, surely they'll be
to a
there tomorrow.
speakeasy
It
with
was
two
last night and
professors.
tonight.
Tonight's Thursday.
Oh, I've got
They're
my
going to
date.
be
You're
playing
right. It's
Wednesday,
tomorrow night.
Thursday,
It's
and not
tomorrow.
Friday?
Absolutely, it's tomorrow
So
night.
we go out first thing in the
Oh,
morning.
and first thing in the morning, we go to the
prepare
sun
ourselves.
and show him what was given to us, and ask him if it's okay if we
If
can go onto this
Rupert
property.
had wanted his son to have this and taken care of it. Don't you think he would have given it to him?
I don't
Or
feel comfortable going.
would he have checked
Without
four
permission.
people that he felt were of strong enough character to take care of this?
I don't think we need
myself
to
another
involve
drink.
Rupert in
Under the
anything.
impression that Miss Kane here had much use for Professor Merriweather, yet he still seemed to wish to have her involved. And I would say that from our short time with her in this particular day, that she's a person of strong character. So
That's none
Ms.
of my
Russo's
business.
incredibly quiet, but I also get that sense from her. So
I just believe this is all absurd.
I'm going to hire a driver to take me to Ross's Corners tomorrow. Anybody that wishes to attend can do so.
I do know a good driver,
Oh, well, who do you have in mind?
Jackson.
Okay. Have I met Mr. Jackson before?
Yeah, he's a janitor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hit him up. Yeah.
Very well. Do you have his number?
I don't.
Well, then I will allow you to make these arrangements.
Oh no, no. I mean, I was just offering a suggestion.
Oh,
Did you
I-
glean anything
I would-
else
I
from
would
the
not.
journal?
It's just more nonsense. It just talks about this creature that they think they've done, and
I peek my head out the office, see if I see Jackson, the janitor.
talk about
Give me a look.
pentagrams and
part of Miss Jackson.
vintages and
Are you for real?
33.
He's out there pushing a broom.
Hey, Jackson.
Good. Stands the broom against the wall, comes over. Yeah,
Jackson. Wentworth Jackson.
sir.
Hello, Mr. Jackson.
Something need cleaned up here?
I'm Kiko.
Oh yeah,
This
student
is Miss
Miss?
Kane.
Kane
Miss Russo?
and Roluto.
Russo.
Russo.
Ruco.
Russo.
So
I am so sorry. Language is not
I would
my strong suit.
expect that
Is there
from someone named
something y'all need to
Nevada.
clean it
Yes.
No, there's nothing to be cleaned up, good sir. But I'm under the impression that you have a larger vehicle that you are able to rent out. At least Mr.
Oh, it's on the up and up.
As
On the up and up.
that's the case.
If we're being honest, I myself do not possess the vehicle. It's the university.
Oh, well, even better.
This is official university business.
Oh, well, as long as it's on the up and up, I'm the one who generally does the running about.
Okay.
It's a truck.
Oh, perfect. Yes, we have to make arrangements to
Gotta haul something to you?
head to Ross's Corners tomorrow morning.
Oh, a class thing.
Yes.
But if
A class thing.
you stay, that jazz band you were telling me about is tomorrow night. The one it's like 2-3 blocks away from where we're going. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be. Sorry.
So, are we hauling something, or is it like school supplies?
Sure.
Are you doing a?
Yes, we'll be taking out a few things. Ross's Corners will be leaving 10 a.m. from the faculty parking lot. Is that acceptable?
And
Certainly.
You can just charge to the language department. Put that down on them. This is not an archaeology event.
Is it all you?
Yeah. 2 students, 2 professors.
Now, mind you, it's a 2-seater. I'm afraid some of you, whatever you're hauling, some of you guys are riding the bag.
Oh, that's.
Oh, yeah, the gentleman can ride the
Yeah,
back.
absolutely.
All right then. What time you say?
10 a.m.
Wow, why so late?
I'll.
I'm sure that's a fairly relative time that we'll be up like.
I'm up at 4 o'clock every morning, ready to
Doing
go.
what? Doing what, Nevada? What are you up at 4 in the morning
Look,
doing?
my father told me, early bird gets the
Is there
worm.
anything else?
Are you?
Thanks,
you.
Jackson. Appreciate it. And don't forget the jazz
Are
band.
worms of a great delicacy in the Smith family?
I spend at least the first 2 hours of the morning exercising, obviously,
Exercising what?
for
mouth.
for my
Starting to have some doubts.
I don't think he needs any extra
calisthenics,
practice.
my physical well-being,
How's that working out?
and I also read. Because, as my father once said, most archaeology is done in the library, and that's where I spend most of my time.
I've never seen you there.
What? Oh, that's because I'm in the professors have their own lounge.
Did you read
away
all
from students.
of the journal?
Oh, quite a bit of it.
Let me know when you get all of it done.
I didn't. Most of it.
Alrighty. Does anybody have any other questions? Excellent. Well, it turns out that tomorrow there is a special class assignment that will be dealing with the folklore and regional languages and colloquialisms of Ross's Corners,
So-
Massachusetts.
It's important that we all remember that this is a university assignment. So therefore, the university will reimburse all of us, including students, for any expenses in this. And it will be a accredited course.
I do not intend to take advantage of the university any more than is necessary to
But
prove
I
to
can do
you
a special enrollment where you can get half a
that
credit.
this is nonsense.
Half a credit.
I'll take the half credit.
I suppose I won't turn that down.
I will fill out the paperwork, but it will be charged to the language department, not the archaeology department.
Okay.
And I'll make sure I take care of that before we leave the university itself. So it's all legit and on the up and up.
I see.
2 students, 1 faculty member, and 2 professors.
Unfortunately, my law is not very good.
I'm sorry, guys. I am reckless, tends to jump into everything feet first before thinking. So, favorite pastime is drinking.
I'm sure that you don't need those, but my knowledge of Ross's Corners is it's a tad bit rural community, mostly farming, I believe. So you may wish to dress for the elements. I would expect there not to be running water or electricity if
I-
the building hasn't been.
Do not need your explanation. I'm aware of Ross's Corner.
Have you been there? Did you play a hockey game there?
Maybe. Yeah, they do.
They're well known for their hockey in Ross's Corners.
Of course, I know that.
Do female hockey players, do they wear dresses when they play? Or do you guys have the same uniforms?
I won't be answering any more questions.
Regarding hockey or just in general?
I've read it.
What's this? Brutal murders at the docks. What are you reading, young lady?
It's his journal. He's
Oh,
married
Oh,
now.
that's
and-
right. That's right.
Brutal murders at the docks. Can I see that?
They lose 1 sanity point.
Maybe I don't
Who
want to see
does?
it so much. Maybe we should just leave that to Miss Rousseau.
You're not looking so well, young lady. Are you okay?
Fine.
Perhaps you got what
We'll have to
nonsense.
Rupert had.
Dolores' office.
Scurvy
and,
nonsense.
I'll make some coffee.
Okay.
Anything in particular that
All of it. He talks about rituals. He talks about this place that they went, which is where you want to go, and they made pentagrams on the ground, and
Oh.
they summoned. The sarcophagus allegedly had pieces of amber in it that had.
Is there any signs that there might have been a substance in there at some time?
It said there were 4 pieces, but they only used one, so I don't know where the other 3 are. But they used the one piece.
Did it taste like amber when I licked it?
my new professional theory,
Well, there's a new one.
Rupert and his friends
Professor Merriweather.
were prone to wild imaginations, and my theory is at the time when they were in their youth, they knew these were nothing more than pure fiction.
Coffee.
Probably some kind of mushroom.
Miss Kane again.
As he
Psychedelic
aged
poison.
and the cancer took over his mind and body, those childhood fantasies seemed more and more real to him.
You are
Well,
a
they had-
quite bright young
his-
lady,
his-
but I don't understand the fingernails and
His
why
friend
one's
is
red
dead.
and the others are white.
In this journal, they said the guy died that was there
That night?
when they did the ritual.
Oh,
They said something came and killed him.
did they call the police?
Well, they told the sheriff that it was a carriage accident,
Oh, whoa.
but he said it wasn't. But they said they made it look like a carriage accident.
We should
And
probably.
then the other guy that was there was trying to find more information. He went to New Orleans, and now he's dead.
Oh, wait.
It's in the
Orleans.
paper.
People die.
Did I tell you
There's
about the
nothing
jazz band that's
supernatural
playing
about that.
at this speakeasy?
Yes, you told us about the jazz band.
We should really go there tomorrow night, just to kind of collect our thoughts.
I'm sorry, I'm not looking to date any professors.
Young lady, that is not what I'm implying. I'm just trying to open you up to a culture of music.
I already like jazz. I don't need you to tell me
do
about
you?
it.
Oh, I had no idea.
People are dead, and you guys want to go to this house and
People
Are they
die.
going
There's
to be-
nothing
Are they going to be
supernatural
less
about
dead
that.
if we go and look at this house?
I don't know. I don't want to be dead.
Should we go to the sheriff first and let him know about this?
I don't have any proof other than just what
About
he
a
said, and
house?
it's
About the event
nonsense.
that happened in the 1800s?
Going
Well,
to
I
a
mean,
sheriff to tell him that there's a house.
If I was the
40
family
years
of that
ago.
young man who they made into a carriage accident, who was obviously killed by probably some wild beast that snuck into the house, I'd want to know.
I don't see that that's
I would
necessary.
So-
no. Why would you upset the family again?
40, 50 years later, after you've done your grieving, you want there to be a fresh wound opened up?
No.
A story
If there's
that
one thing I
everyone
believe in, and it's
is
truth,
saying is nonsense.
in archaeology and history.
Well, I say we
And
do
there
our
right now, there's a
investigations
lot.
first, and depending on
all
what we
of this.
find, then we can go to the
We have
sheriff.
no proof. It's just one
I
man's
accept
journal.
that. I accept those terms. Let them know what you just said.
We go in the morning, we do
Yeah.
our investigation of the house. We obviously will find nothing.
Okay.
If we do, we can go to the sheriff at that point.
Yeah. And the family.
Who's your advisor?
I don't see that that's relevant.
This is some question.
You know nothing of the biology department, do you? You two sit here in your
Excuse me?
language and
All over the
archaeology
place.
department, and you do as
What?
little as possible to
Open-minded.
get by, drinking brandy out of your secret compartment in your office.
That's confidential. Yeah, don't.
Those
Let's
of
not
us
bring
who
that up.
are actively working to make this world a better place for everybody have little patience
Do you know?
for that kind of behavior. So
What is the
perhaps if you were a little more tuned in, you would know who
What's
my
the-
academic advisor
what's
was.
the part-time job that you currently have?
I don't see that that's relevant either.
Apparently, she's a
You're
hockey
on a
player.
scholarship?
Am I under investigation?
I'm just asking some questions. You seem to be all about the scientific principles of making up some theory with no rational evidence or anything else, and just saying this is what we're going to find. It
well-
doesn't seem like anybody that I know in that faculty department would be very keen on coming up with a theory before any of the research has been done whatsoever. Now,
That's
if you're
what I'm
just
advocating
cynical-
for, to do the research.
I mean, it sounds like you just said when we go there and we find nothing. I think there's a very good chance that we would find nothing, but I wouldn't put the horse before that carriage, regardless if it was an accident or not.
So it sounds like you believe what Rupert had to
I
say.
am going to take the word of my very good friend, and I am going to look into something that has been plaguing him since 1887. I'm sorry, 1877, and
is a long
see
time.
what there is to be found. If nothing else, I believe that we're going to find a small rural cottage that can be resold and help his family.
Whether it was real or not, our good friend believed it was real, and therefore it was worthy of our time to look into it, investigate it, and to put his spirit at rest as best we could.
And I'm okay with that.
And in the evening, we can discuss what we found over some drinks and some jazz music.
That's some jazz music.
Let's do it.
If we agree to attend this jazz music
Yes.
thing, will that make you happy?
I think it's
Well, that
well
get us
worth
back
it.
on the track.
It's probably a life-changing experience for us. I think that the music is so.
this
Have you
one
ever been to New Orleans
Musical
and
event
seen this new jazz
is going to
rising?
be- All right. Well, we
Absolutely
will attend
phenomenal.
your frivolity in the evening, and we will enjoy. You know what? I can't speak for the ladies. I will attend
think
this,
you will.
and I will enjoy myself.
I think
I
you
will
will.
do everything I
Yeah.
can to embrace this cacophony
Yeah.
of noise that you call music.
I think
and
you'll
see
enjoy
if
it.
perhaps it does have that life-altering change
Yes.
upon me. I look forward to it. Now,
Good.
does
It's
anybody
settled.
else wish to read through this?
Oh, not again, no.
I have no desire.
Very well. Then do we have any issues leaving this in my my stead for the night? My care.
No, it's fine.
Very well.
I will see
Come
you
on,
at
Kiko,
10.
let's go.
Professors.
Do you need a chaperone to return to your dorms?
We'll see you in the morning.
I don't think so.
Very well. Take care.
You guys going to the speakeasy?
Dress sensibly.
You guys going down to that speakeasy?
Good night,
No.
Professor.
Good night, Professor.
Well, I'm heading
My
that way.
goodness.
As the two of you leave,
I'm handsome,
there's always been that
but rough around the edges.
curiosity, what are professors like after hours? Now that you know,
Yeah, no, I don't ever want to do that again. It was awful.
Those two are insufferable.
And
find
I
yourselves
don't think we really
walking
did
very
anything wrong.
quickly back to your dorms.
I will go to the window, look outside, watch them cross to make sure that they are unmolested until they're out of my
Oh.
sight.
Why is he looking at the window?
When they're done, I will close the curtain, pull out my pipe, set it, sit in front of the fireplace, and pour myself a glass of medicine, and then read through this thing and see what Rupert has put down upon the pages.
And you?
You know where I'm going. To the speakeasy.
Okay then.
Just for a little while, just a couple drinks, and then I'll go home. Well,
2, maybe 3. I thought, oh, okay, sure, whatever. Yeah.
sure.
So you're going to the speakeasy.
Oh, are we going to role play that?
No.
Okay, all right. Dang it.
So the two of you, what are you doing for the remainder of your day? Anything?
Studying. I'll go to the library, actually.
Or library, all right. And
I'll
you?
go back to my room. I'm just gonna work on my study stuff.
Okay.
Whatever I gotta study for. Try to forget what I read.
Is our Arkham University have the famed or renowned library that
The Orin Library.
does? Well, in about an hour or so after I've finished this and digested it and had just enough medicine that I feel a little uppity, I'm going to take my key and make my way to the library.
Oh,
The
he's
Orin
definitely
Library.
following you.
I'm nose deep in a book. I'm not paying attention to anyone that's
And I'm
coming
going to
in.
see if we have a copy of De Vermis Mysterious. And, well, after reading it in this, I'm going to assume in our restricted section.
Oh,
Did you drop your flask in the library?
I don't take the class to the library. That stays in the office. I will take this journal, though, and then my own satchel with notebooks and papers and folders. And Mr. Averberry here always has a plethora of materials that he's reading, studying, writing, taking notes on, cramped handwriting. Seems to always be taking notes.
at the speakeasy, and I'm like, and so I told her, you can't play hockey in a dress. You know what I mean?
Do I have a record player? Can I play my records while I study?
Later on, I'm like, yeah, the box had a deed in it. What am I going to do with the deed? I said, we should take it to the family. At the speakeasy. I don't know who I'm talking to. Who am I talking to?
Sure.
You hear that music?
What? Her dorm
You
room
hear
is
my dorm? What are you next to my dorm? Don't be creepy.
That's not jazz. What is that? Is it gospel?
It's definitely jazz.
having looked up when somebody dropped their flask.
I did bring a flask to the
Hearing something that sounded remarkably like a flask, I will look up from my book, and upon
probably my pipe.
seeing Professor Wentworth
Averberry.
Averberry,
What's his first name?
I will hide in my book, but then I'll wait for an opportunity to try to sneak away without him noticing me.
Couple of things. Upon completing your reading of that journal, you lose 2 sanity.
2?
2.
Damn, that's rough.
Then upon entering the library, I am going to need... What's your spot hidden?
50.
Need a stealth roll from you, Kiko.
I can do it. 89.
In your attempt to hide...
And I'm not looking.
I know.
I'm knee deep in my notes and this book. Where would it be?
In your attempt to hide, you accidentally elbow one of the larger tomes on the table off of the table, and it slams upon the floor,
It wasn't, in fact, my flask.
which causes you to look up, and
What is?
you see her.
Is it closing time? Miss Kane.
No, actually, the library hours Monday through Friday are until 8 until 9 p.m. It's only like 3 or 4 p.m. right now.
Okay.
Professor.
Hard work on your studies?
Picking up some books that somebody dropped.
Very well. What are we perusing tonight? I'm sorry, this afternoon.
Well, this book is on the growing body of
I'll
evidence
go over and pick it up.
against.
Look at it. See the author's name. Am I familiar with it? What kind of book is it?
It deals with the way to combat certain germs.
How old is it?
It is. It's from the late 1800s, and so it is a little outdated at this point.
Interesting.
I don't see why you would have any interest in that, though.
No, all books and knowledge interest me, ma'am.
Yeah. Well, enjoy your evening.
I plan on
See you
it.
in the morning.
Again, dress sensibly.
I don't need you to tell me how to dress, Professor.
As long as it's sensible.
Seems inappropriate.
She'll put a flapper dress.
Might wear boots
Just
if you
to
have them.
spite him. I don't own a flapper dress, though.
No hockey equipment should be necessary.
Maybe.
I'll speak to Alan on your behalf for missing any classes. You know,
I have already made arrangements with my professors
Professor
for
Alan,
tomorrow.
your advisor.
Somebody's finally done some research.
He's in the poker game.
Because that's not creepy at all.
Professor, were you watching us as we left your office?
Yes.
Well, at least you've owned to it, but can I ask why?
Yes, I was afraid that perhaps Meriwether's son might still be angry with you for your flippant attitude at the presence of his father's death. and
Barty
may
is
wish to
harmless.
become-
He may be adult, but he's harmless.
Well, I'm glad you feel that way, but I felt more comfortable making sure that I saw you safely.
Professor, Lois and I do
Yes, Miss
not
Kay.
need you to watch
you've
over
been
us or anything
Armstrong.
of the sort. We are perfectly capable of handling ourselves.
1923, he'd have been 20.
I'm a hockey player after all,
You were
so
lost at sea.
From
Somebody
the-
threw you a life preserver. Would you
down there,
would you
at least.
bat it away? and decide
walking
to
out
tread
of your
water?
office
Oh,
did feel a
question,
little
Miss
bit
Kay.
like being lost
Just
at
asking.
sea, yes,
Would you
but
refuse help so handily?
you were
For some reason, you
not
think
helping.
you
Can
We
the
weren't
jazz
in
band
any
take
David
danger.
everything to
Louis
a personal
Armstrong?
level.
I did a little
Everything has
research.
to be something it's
In
not.
Arkham?
He was from
I
he
just
was from
don't
New
see the need
Orleans,
for
I just
you.
merely
and
seek
he was
to see
performing at that time.
Roll luck.
Good evening, Professor.
Good evening, Miss Kane.
If not, it's going to be Jelly Roll Morton. 10. We're going to go see Louis Armstrong. Nice. Yeah. Wow. You're going to love this band. They call it hot music.
Okay, I'm gonna leave the library and I want to go to, like, is there like a clothing store nearby?
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the clothing store. Now keep in mind I'm dressed like a modest university student who studies in the library frequently. I would like to go into this clothing store and find the most flapper-inspired dress that I can, and a hat to go along with it, or one of those headbands. Yeah, well, I've seen some very stylish women, very brave women wear those types of outfits, and I would like to try one on.
Are you going to accentuate the headband or dress with feathers, as that is all
Of
the
course,
rage?
absolutely.
Of course.
The more feathers, the better.
As you enter the department store, the woman who comes up and asks if she can help you in any way, when you tell her what it is you're looking for, oh. Over there.
Thank you, thank you. I love your outfit, by the way.
More proper than...
It's not for me. It's simply I'm a student, and it's simply for research purposes. I myself don't prefer this particular style either.
Well, you'll be happy to know that in the past few months, we've had a number of girls buying research clothing. You'll fit right in.
God, what a bitch.
You're just getting judged constantly.
I'm just trying to be myself. No, I'll purchase an outfit.
All right. In particular color?
Red, bright red.
I can't believe you had to ask.
You failed to do green for Cthulhu. Ugh.
I just have to clash with
It's fine.
everyone.
Just kidding. red as blood.
And what, do you require footwear as well, or do you have that covered?
I would like to try on a pair of heels, but I will not be successful in walking in them. So I will not go with the heels.
Is that a skill?
Are you going to go with flats,
Heels.
or are you going to take the professor's advice and try and get boots?
I have a very respectable pair of flats that I'm already wearing, and I think they will serve just fine. I also have a pair of house slippers. Perhaps I'll go with those, but we'll decide in the morning.
Are we supposed to be packing?
Very well.
I'm gonna pack my finest suit to change later when I go see this young man, this 24-year-old
The
phenomenon.
hem of this dress
Prodigy.
was quite above the knee, so it's a bit scandalous, but where you're going, it shouldn't matter, although you're not too certain about that Professor Jones. Hopefully he's not too deep in his cups. You've known men who
What?
can't control themselves or keep their hands to themselves.
Excuse me.
Well, as I told whatever this professor's name is, I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself. It doesn't matter. We won't be speaking again after this.
All right, so you have your shopping bag.
Yes.
You waltz out of the store. Do you need to go anywhere else?
Just back to my dorm.
Okay. Hey,
The kid's name's Louis Armstrong. He's from New Orleans. The kid is a prodigy. I gotta go.
about that deal we talked about.
Sorry? What deal?
I told you I needed something brought over from Europe. You said you knew some people.
Yeah,
who could help me out with that.
Oh, the thing, yeah.
Come on, I'll tell you right now.
It's in Wentworth's office,
reading
Professor
that.
Wentworth. It's up there. It's a little brown box.
What
And
is-
inside it is what I promised you. Talk to you later.
Oh my god.
Hope you're telling the truth. My boss is gonna be happy.
Yeah. Bosses.
We're gonna get shot up. You drive by.
You walk up. Librarian looks at you. Oh, Professor. Something I can help you with?
Good afternoon. Yes, I was hoping to access a tome. Yes.
Well, you did come to the right place.
Thank you. Unfortunately, I think this one might be under lock and key in the restricted section.
What was the title?
De Vermis Mysterious, I believe by Ludwig von Brenn.
It's in the forbidden area.
Yes, that does fall
What do you call them, Harry
into
Potter?
the restricted
The restricted.
collection.
Restricted section.
I'm sorry, but Dr. Armitage has been doing a bit of research in that area himself. And of course, as you may or may not know, after the break-in we had a while back, he's restricted the restricted collection, as it were.
All right. Well, is there a way to see Mr. Armitage?
He's in his office generally in the mornings. If you wish to come by tomorrow, no doubt he'd be happy to speak with you about it.
Very well. If you, what time is his office hours currently?
He's usually here by 8.
All right. If I can have a note left for him, then I shall be here
Oh, absolutely.
at 8 a.m.
You sure you want to get up that early?
Oh, yes.
I shall let him know.
The early bird dines upon the fine worm.
Oh. You knew my father.
I did.
He was a great man.
He was an interesting individual.
I shall let him know.
Thank you.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
I don't think so. Everything going well here?
As can be.
Quiet. I did notice one of my students was leaving as I attended, Miss Kane. Has she been a problem of any sort? Or is there...
Jesus, Miss Kane.
Normally she's quiet as a mouse. Must have had something, gave her a bit of a fright, obviously, and then knocking books off, slamming them upon the ground.
Well, I don't like to see you treated in such a manner.
All right. All right.
These young people don't
For a
have no
certain few
respect for
years
books.
were knocked off my life when that book hit the ground.
You're made of stronger stuff than that. Well, I shall see Mr. Armitage, Mr. Professor Armitage tomorrow. I wish you a good evening.
And you as well, sir. Is there anything else anyone wishes to do on this day?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well.
Oh,
You need to stop by a couple different places.
Okay.
Gotta pick up an oversized picnic basket.
Picnic
with
basket.
the full complement of
Of course, he's
plates
gonna pack
and,
lunch.
you know, cutlery, glasses, that sort of thing. Make sure it's procured with cheeses and other things that can keep for this expedition.
Doing a charcuterie board.
2 flashlights if they're
Charcuterie.
available. If
Charcuterie.
not, lanterns.
Charcuterie.
2
you sure you don't want torches, old
2
man?
shovels, spades, something of that nature, just in case. A jug or 2 of water. I don't expect that to be available.
He is a prepper.
Coffee pot, sleeping bag, cot.
Oh,
In fact, a couple of extra sleeping things just in case.
we probably only need 2.
Wait,
What else is there?
we're just visiting.
Electricity. That'll
Once.
take care of that. Take care of that.
Going camping and all this?
Room,
A what?
cleaning supplies, and shotgun, box of shells.
It looks like he's planning a murder.
Live trap.
See?
No, that should.
Rope.
Looking to visit an old friend's cabin out on the lake, and unfortunately hasn't visited in many years.
I don't have any money.
I'm expecting an infestation of who knows what kind of
Mine doesn't
vermin,
show any
wild
money.
animals. So clean it up, get it ready for him, and we'll be able to deal with whatever. Raccoons, squirrels, hopefully this live trap, and of course if there's anything more wild or larger, well, this box of shells should help in that endeavor as well.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Heading out this weekend, are you?
Hopefully first thing in the morning. Make it a long weekend.
Looking like rain. I hope you don't catch it.
No, that would be unfortunate. Luckily, most of the cleaning I'm sure will be inside the house, but heaven forbid it. You know what? Do you have a tarp? You should throw a tarp on just in case the roof has got holes.
Yeah.
That would be logical. Anything else you can think of? You have a lake cabin that's been abandoned for 30 years, and you know anything else I could think of that maybe I've not considered.
Seems you got all them bases covered.
All right. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Walk out. All your bags and packages. You have no vehicle, do you?
I have a driver.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I say I do. My credit rating's not that bad. I might.
Okay.
So you take all that back to your home.
Yeah. It's a brownstone.
Where's that?
40
Been in the family a long
left
time.
side.
2-story step
Left
up.
side. Middle.
That generational wealth.
Far left in the middle. It's
The
in
money
about
is
that
old.
corner.
It still
That was
spends.
here? Oh. Weird.
Anywhere else you need to go?
I think that covers me.
I'll just pack a nice suit.
A
and,
nice suit.
Yeah, one of my dad's nicest ones for when we go to the
Oh,
speakeasy, but I'll wear my typical Indiana Jones, I'm sorry, Nevada Jones outfit. No whip, but I'll pack a 38 for sure, in case I gotta get down with some business.
good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know. All right then. Following morning, 8 a.m. You're heading to the library.
Yep. I'll have all that stuff dropped off. Back at the parking lot, find the car loaded in.
Yeah, he's got the truck out there.
Excellent. Jackson! Good to see you, sir. Tip him $1.
You're you weren't kidding. It's a lot of stuff.
Well, and just in case the thing keeps us overnight or through the weekend, I wish to, have enough preparations made that we won't be caught short-handed. You never know.
Still 10 a.m.?
Yes, but I had a meeting with Professor Armitage. I'm going to go speak with him first. But if the others arrive, well,
I saw Armitage walking across campus. He should be in the library by now.
thank you so much, Mr. Jackson. Very observant.
Get to the library. It's just open, but there are a handful of students already
Tip my hat at a few. I
stacking
make it
books on
a
tables.
thing to know the last names of like every single student. And so anybody there I should be able to greet, and I will do so in a jovial manner.
A couple of them are still half asleep.
Morning, Miss Stewart.
Right on time. And give me one moment. She goes over, gives a general knock on the door, opens it. Mr. Professor Agberry's here. You hear a chair scrape against a wooden floor. Oh, she steps out. As Professor Armitage himself steps out of his office. Wentworth.
Henry?
I'm afraid you may have made a trip for nothing.
How was your day?
It has only begun, but thus far it is well. Yours?
It's going well so far. It's a chance of rain.
So I heard.
I'm making a trip out to
Russo. We're not
Ross's quarters.
Ross's.
And before I made that, I wish to come and speak to you about hopefully getting to your background knowledge upon a specific tome, De Vermis Mysterious. Are you familiar with that particular tome?
It's not something you want to mess around with, I can tell you that much.
Are you knowledgeable about it? Can I ask you some questions about it and its regarding and what some of the material inside might cover? I am by far no means a student of the occult, nor do I wish to desire to be so. So if you have a few minutes, if I could ask you a few questions about what it may pertain to, that would be of great assistance in this particular
I
study.
can tell you it pertains to things that man is not meant to know about.
I believe you, sir. The story that has fallen at my feet is one such of that nature. Is it perhaps a tome that would have the ability to summon a creature from
I'm
a
sorry?
piece of amber? Perhaps you should speak inside your office. I don't know that this is a conversation that is suitable for the hallway, sir.
I don't know what you've gotten yourself involved in. My advice, let it go.
I'm afraid that might be a situation, sir. Is anything I said
For your
accurate in
sake,
any way?
for your sake, let it go. It's not something you want to be messing around with. Ever. I'm sorry, but I have work I need to get back to.
Thank you. Henry, have a good day.
You as well.
I'm gonna start getting ready.
Okay?
I'm gonna put on this red flapper dress. I'm gonna get my headband just right. I'm gonna curl my hair just a little bit. Adjust the feathers so they're just the right place. I'm actually gonna go with those house slippers after all. Because, why not? I get my hockey stick, because he told me not to bring it.
What?
And I'm gonna strut across campus over toward the library. I'm ignoring everybody. I'm not making eye contact with anyone.
What
I
is
don't
that?
blame you.
Feels Margot-ish.
Yeah. Isn't that bookworm? Yeah. What's with the stick? I don't know.
All
Look
of a
at that
sudden, she
dress.
did her hair and took off the glasses, and all of a sudden,
Man, look at the gams on that.
What?
Is that like your calves or something? What is the gams? What is that?
He has that leg. I don't really know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not sure.
Legs.
Yeah, that's
I'd like to dunk that donut.
Well, I'm not.
Here's a Benny.
Gonna start our own 1920s slang.
I'd like to dunk that donut.
He's looking out his window at
We learned quite a bit about Professor Avery.
It's not creepy at all.
Hey.
Man.
That was one of the other students.
I don't know. Okay, anyway.
You find the truck waiting. It's already, the rear is loaded with all sorts of packages and bags. Driver turns around,
Jackson.
pulls his hat off. Ma'am, forgive me. Given what the professor dropped off, this looks more an outdoor event. And he looks down and sees the slippers.
Jackson, I'm going to let you in on a little secret before the others get here. Our excursion today is going to be rather boring. I don't anticipate any real need to dress for more excitement. Let's put it that way.
Ma'am,
Yes.
did you forget to put your shoes on? You're wearing house slippers.
It's very observant, Jackson. I'll be fine. These are quite comfortable. And more than enough for what we're doing today.
Okay, of course. We would be, I'm afraid there's only going to be room, maybe, might be able to squeeze 3 in the cab.
I think that between Lois and I, we don't take up very much space. We'll be able to fit.
Oh, okay then.
The other 2 will sit in the back.
Okay.
Thank you for driving us, Jackson.
Would you like me to place your stick in the rear?
I
What the
I don't want to hear anything about Dunkin' Donuts anymore.
I'll place it there myself. Thank you.
Whoa. Hey,
She doesn't need your help.
here we are.
Miskatonic. It's the girls of Miskatonic.
Man,
Yeah. Okay. It's a special issue.
our rating just changed.
I think we just lost some sponsors, but we gained a few.
Not the ones we want.
Doesn't matter.
Speak for yourself.
Fresh Brew Crew after dark.
So, Lois, are any specific preparations you're making?
No, I'll go in my work clothes. So, like a pair of overalls, shirt, a little work headband, and but I'll take my dress for later because I gotta go and see Louis Armstrong. So I'll have a
Gotta have something nice.
little knapsack with my my change of clothes, different shoes. I'm gonna wear my boots.
Okay. And Nevada, anything? You're just taking your...
I will take my best clothing to change into later. I'll reveal that later in detail.
Okay.
And wear my typical adventurer clothing.
Do you have a whip?
No. I don't
So you're
believe
just
in
carrying like a little valise with your suit in it?
them. Sure. I mean, not to get it all wrinkled or anything. It's probably bigger than normal too, the suitcase.
Okay.
So, to be revealed later.
You arrive to find Jackson there, making sure everything is secure, roped down, tied off. And then first you see the feather and the headband and the hair, like, wow, who's Kiko? And you've never seen her dressed like that. Then you see the house slippers, which doesn't make a lot of sense.
Well, you look fabulous.
Thank you, Lois. I would love to take you and show you where I got it.
I'm just
Or
curious.
you can have this after today. You can have this.
I have my own. I
Oh,
did bring it
oh.
because I'm gonna go.
Well,
to
if you need a
see
second
Louis
one.
Armstrong later, but
Am I there yet?
but you gonna wear it to this place?
Yes.
Okay.
I think this is more than appropriate for the adventure that we have planned today.
Well, whatever makes you Whatever makes you happy, girl.
When investigating the absurd, it's good to dress for the occasion.
That makes sense.
You're approaching now and you see the two of them talking. One dressed in a what you would expect she might be wearing to see Louis Armstrong, not for an excursion to who knows where.
I will walk straight to her, stand right in front of her, and fix whatever might be wrong with her and say, there you go.
You adjust your headband.
And give her a thumbs up.
So anyway,
Why is there so much
Jackson?
stuff in this truck?
I don't know.
And Professor, was there anything further you needed to do?
I don't think so.
You talking to me? I'm a professor too.
Are you though?
Jackson, take my suitcase. It's fragile,
he's not
like
about
last
that.
time.
Oh.
Thanks, sir.
You're exiting the library. It's still before 10.
Yeah.
Well before 10, but
I thought I'd go see Jackson beforehand.
You-
Go get some breakfast with him.
you already see these three,
Wow, they got there very early.
one
Didn't
of which
expect them
is the bright red is hard to miss in
Is it
the
sparkly?
morning sun.
Are you sparkly?
Our headband's perfect.
It is a
though.
little sparkly.
A little
And
gleamy?
Headband, you notice, is perfect.
Gotcha.
Perfect.
You're not sure what she was or is thinking, wearing that to where you're going.
Good morning, everybody.
Oh, and
Good morning,
the
Professor.
Hockey stick?
yes, I'm a hockey player. I've told you that.
What position do you play?
Let's get on with this.
You look lovely this morning.
Thank you.
Ms. Russo,
Professor?
did anything happen overnight? Any odd things?
No.
Good.
Have you always looked this old? You look very mature for your age.
Professor!
Shall we? Open the door for him.
That is highly inappropriate.
Are we leaving early?
We're leaving early.
Are you ready?
Oh, yes, everything's...
Perhaps we can stop on the way out of the diner, get some breakfast, and proceed.
That's unnecessary. Jackson, we'll just
Well,
take
you
us
can wait
the
in the
rest
car
of
then.
I do know a spot when it works
Very good.
for
You know
breakfast.
Some of the best spots.
For
that is
breakfast,
for sure.
yeah.
I'm kind of hungry. I could eat.
Not everything has to be a battle, Miss Kay.
Well,
Sometimes
I would,
breakfast can
I would
just be
like to get
breakfast.
this over with.
Well, it's going to be a drive there, a drive back, a day of study, investigation. So it's something maybe we shouldn't rush. And I don't know, doing it on a full stomach doesn't seem to be a displeasing situation.
I don't think it's even going to take us that long to investigate this empty property.
It's only 4 miles away.
But I really like pancakes.
Fine.
Oh,
if
this
Lois
place
wants
doesn't serve pancakes.
then I'm on board.
They only serve waffles.
Oh.
But it's
Are you
called...
changing to the House of Waffles again?
How'd you know?
All right.
How'd you know?
Very well.
How'd
I'll
you
try
know?
them.
It
How'd
is
you
quite good.
Everyone piles in, trucks puttering down the road to House of Waffles, apparently.
I have a umbrella cane, and when I get into the front of the cab, and just make myself at home, and if I have to, elbow out a little bit.
Oh, no.
And yeah,
No, I will push her to the right. I'm giving myself more space.
it's a little crowded.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
there's
you
no
should probably
room.
sit in the back.
Yeah, you have to sit in the back.
Jackson's, am I not driving?
Oh, you're driving. The professor was just making sure we were in. He's going to go get in the back.
You know, Mr. Jackson, would you like to enjoy your weekend? Oh, head over. Have a nice day. Take the keys, and have a good one. Get in, start it up. with my
That's not going to seem creepy at all.
automobile.
You just get away with whatever you want, don't you?
Well, when you're, been
Give me a persuasion roll.
I am going to get an 11 on a 60, so that is the lowest tier of success, or the highest, however you want to put that.
Extreme, okay. So you'll inform the dean then?
Yes.
Enjoy.
Enjoy your weekend, sir.
You can tell he has no idea what to do with himself now.
Waffle House? I say to the back.
House of Waffles.
House of Waffles.
Actually,
Unfortunately, the Waffle House wasn't founded until 1955.
Oh, well, luckily,
I was trying to.
we know a diner that's inside a train car somewhere.
I mean, Jackson could have came with us.
so since you're the one in the rear, I'm assuming you're going to be out front cranking the engine?
Oh. I guess so.
Somebody's got to do it.
I mean, I might as well.
Okay.
Do I need to roll anything?
No. But it roars to life, and then you're rolling down to the...
I'm not surprised you're not a.
Now, this street
Great
here
driver.
was one of the first streets that was paved in this particular area for the university. Now, over here, you see that pond. Well, that pond was actually
Lois, how are your
man-made.
studies going?
I'll just continue
Pretty
to give a
good.
little
Some of my
thing about the
engineering
whole
classes
area
are getting a little difficult, but
and my love of
It's,
university and
it's
all
it's good
comes
though.
through.
Yeah.
It's a good kind of stress.
You
So
very easily, I mean, it's not that far off. Get to the House of Waffles, pile out, get your breakfast, have your coffee.
Just coffee for me.
This
the
could be a
waffles are
long
pretty
day.
good. They're not bad. Still, maybe
Did
like
you
pancakes a little
purchase
better.
a thermos with which to get some
Yes.
coffee to go?
It's in the picnic basket,
Picnic.
but I will make sure to grab it. And
The syrup's from Canada. I don't know if anyone noticed or not. Canadian import.
It was pretty good.
So once everyone has had their breakfast, you're ready to hit the road and make your way to Ross's Corners.
pick up the bill, pay it,
Oh.
keep the receipt. It'll be coming off of the books at some point. Sure, you don't want more than just a coffee.
I'm fine, thank you.
Everything has to be a battle, Miss Kane. Sometimes breakfast is just breakfast.
You sure you don't want to buy this waffle? It's really good.
All I want is a cup of coffee. I don't understand why
It's good.
that is so interesting to everybody.
It's not that interesting.
I'm just saying you're missing out.
I'll hold the door open for them to get back into the cab,
I'm perfectly fine opening my own door.
I'll sit shotgun.
but not so well as sitting in the back.
No, of
I'll
course
just cut
not.
right
So we do draw a line.
Yes.
Nevada suddenly jumps, kind of
Thank
shoves
you,
past
Wentworth.
you.
Appreciate it.
I'm gonna jump in the driver's seat.
I'm gonna jump in next to Nevada.
Oh,
Is this the game that we're playing?
looks like you're doing the cranking, Wentworth.
I hurt my arm, buddy.
Oh.
You know that.
Well, we're gonna hurt more if we
Your
got this
arm looks
woman
perfectly
driver.
fine to me.
Plus I have the cane.
Have you ever driven one of these before, young lady?
I could build one of these.
But have you ever driven one?
Well, I'm sure you were not gonna crash into a wall of a steeple.
Well, I'm just saying it's not typical for a lady of your stature to be.
Wentworth,
behind
if
it.
you
Oh,
want
look, just forget
to,
It's Professor Avaberry, Miss Kane.
Wentworth, if you would like to get to this residence sometime today, I suggest you start cranking.
Right. Miss Kane, you'll refer to me as Professor Avaberry or Mr. Avaberry. I will not deign to allow you to call me by my first name.
We're not your students, Professor.
Actually, you are.
I don't take your language class.
No,
You did.
I did.
we
but
did.
I don't now.
And we've already taken it. We've already received our credits. There's nothing you can do about that now. So, Wentworth, I would suggest get to cranking or we
Mr.
can all go home.
Mr. Jones, what? Which of the particular things did you put all of the money for this particular field trip under?
The language
The
department.
language department is paying
Yes.
for this. So, in fact, I would be in charge of that then. And this is a trip falling
No,
underneath
no,
that.
no. I
Good.
just
So-
Get
suppose
to
that,
cranking.
I
Let's
think-
go.
that the dean would actually appreciate
I think the students should
hearing more
contribute
about
more to
this
this
I'd be
project
more
than
than
the
happy to bring it up
professors.
to him at the
funded
I mean,
trip.
it's
poker night,
It is
which
half
will
a
be
credit.
Monday night.
I'm ready.
But we are concerned, how many times have you driven a automobile?
She is
Mr. Smith, can we
perfectly
discuss this please out here
capable of it.
for a second?
I
think
can
you
drive
may
an
have-
automobile.
May
Thank
have overstepped something, sir. For a second, please.
If this is a ruse to get me out of this vehicle so you can take my seat,
Your impetuous nature is going to allow me to do so because it's on your sheet? Yes. That's
I,
what I'm going to do.
good sir, will not forget this. But I'll get out.
and then I will climb in.
I'll go out, start cranking.
Finally turns over.
I have no plans on your drive. In fact, I really didn't want to do the driving, so
You should
this
make
is
some
all
goals.
coming up Ava Berry.
What's your drive?
Don't you worry about it.
Gonna clean off my monocle, put it in.
Fine.
Start making your way out of Arkham Roads very quickly. Turn less than ideal. So you, getting back in the back without a proper seat, kind of have to support yourself.
First aid kit.
I'm not throwing up in anyone's mouth. Different character.
Not yet.
And then you start to see, first you see the steeple.
And then the people.
Oh,
Because Ross's
People.
Corners is just a few tired buildings.
reading a book.
Probably not even 40 people.
How many miles per hour do
Live
we
here.
travel in this vehicle?
It's probably going pretty fast.
25 probably.
There's a church, there's a combination general store, post office, and a gas station. And there's a milk depot, and that's pretty much it as far as non-home buildings.
I will put my book away. Study of ancient languages, both dead and current, and look about the town as we putter through and think, is there anything last minute stuff that we may or may not need? Is there anything anybody can think of that you need before we head out to
I don't think so. You have a
This may
truck
be the
full of
last
stuff and
chance at indoor plumbing?
I think the speakeasy's
In
over.
fact, if you don't mind, would you pull
There.
over for a second?
ugh,
Just continue on to the house.
we're just. I'm gonna pull over.
Thank
I'll
you.
stop
What do you need?
cranking.
I was headed in. Is there? You said there was what now again? I'm sorry.
There's a gas station, there's a general store, post office.
I'm gonna go to the general, looking for a bathroom. Been on the road for a little while. It's been a little bumpy.
Is this where the jazz band's going to
We're
play
like 4
tonight?
miles away.
Yeah, it's-
No, we're not near that.
It's been like 5
Ooh,
minutes.
You're outside of Arkham now.
Okay.
Outside of Arkham.
Yeah, but it only took us like 5 minutes to get here.
Yeah.
He's already read a book and got to pee.
It's true. He's 58 years old.
Oh my word.
I got to see how fast the vehicle
Well, as I get in
moves.
there, I'll wash my hands, look about, see if there's anybody running the counter that looks like they might be knowledgeable about the area.
Yeah, there's a woman behind the counter. She
Yeah, 20
watched you
miles
with
per hour.
interest. And then very quickly was gawking out the window.
Ford Model T.
Good morning, madam.
Morning.
Just arrived in town and
I see that.
was looking to visit an old piece of property that has fallen into disrepair, I believe. Do you know where I might find 12 Sigil Drive? I'll pull out like a map if there is one. If there's not, well, I'll wait for the directions of, whatever she's got.
Ah. Sure you want to be heading up there?
Yes, unfortunately, I do have to look over this piece of property. It seems like a family has inherited it and needs to be looked into. I think it's been abandoned for a generation or two, though.
You three, while you're still out in the truck, see a guy walking by.
What's he looking at?
You guys.
Probably that obnoxiously red
I was talking to
dress.
Kiko.
Oh.
So what's he looking at?
And she glances out the window and sees that. You're going to have to forgive if you get any suspicious looks from around here.
No? Don't get a lot of out-of-towners?
Last night, local woman, Maggie McFeeder. Is that girl wearing a headband?
Yes, in a red glittery dress and house slippers.
Huh.
She's
Takes
a
all
hockey
types.
player.
Some people are fighting a battle we'll never understand.
Maggie McFeeder went out last night, checked on her horse, never came back. Ain't no one seen her.
No.
So
Does she live near that property?
A mile away from it, perhaps.
Well, if we should come across her, is there a constable that we should be able to contact? Who in town should we seek out if we come across anything of that nature? We're just coming in from Arkham this morning, and this is the first I've heard of such a thing. It's not reached the papers yet.
And hereabouts, not any law would be coming from Arkham.
Well, who's the local sheriff?
Oh, we ain't got no
Well,
local sheriff. Well, it's gotta look after one another.
If
Okay.
Wentworth says we need to
But
stop.
what you're gonna
and
wanna
into
do is go down
something,
Boom
you're the
Road.
driver.
But if he has to pee, I don't want
It
him to
runs
do it
north
like
of
when we get to
town.
the
But he's
place.
peeing.
And you're gonna wanna turn
I think
left
we can continue on
about
to
2
the house.
miles after that.
I don't
It'll
want
be
to.
hard to
I don't want
miss.
to have to.
There's an
I don't
old
want to
tree,
pee in a
got hit
bush
by
while
lightning,
there.
so it's a black
It's
and
be
wreck
If
weird.
it
now.
does, it sounds like this house is in the middle of nowhere. No one will even know.
I know, but
we
I
don't even have
Follow
to.
that
I don't want to
path.
have to be
It'll take you
subject to
where you're
that.
going.
But
This
listen,
is already
Well,
weird enough now with two
Thank you so much
professors.
for your help. My name is Professor Aberberry. I am
I think
head
we
of
should
language
just
arts
head to
at
the house, get this over
Miskatonic
with.
University, and we're out here to
Beep beep.
I also
do a
want
little
to say,
research into
Lois,
this.
They may have a
property.
candy
It used to
bar
be
in there
owned by
called the
a friend of ours.
Charleston Chew. Have you tried one of those? They're brand new.
I'm going to give her enough
Lois, are you
information
sure
about
you
it to
wanna go
hopefully
I'm gonna go get it.
offset the rumor mill.
I'm not
I'm
gonna
going
go
to
with
tell
you.
her enough.
I'm coming
I'm just
inside.
happy to be going to the same place.
So that
And
when
you're
it
sure
goes to
that's
the
a
whole
good idea?
town.
So what happened to Mr.
so
Merriweather? He was one
I'll
of
have to
the
know
property.
him.
Well, when was the last time he'd been out here?
Is
though?
there
I'm under the
something
impression
going
he had
on?
set foot in this
No.
area.
I just
since
want to go
the
see Louis
1800s.
Armstrong.
Excuse me.
He's supposed to be
Wentworth.
amazing.
Be right with you, sir.
I just want you to be careful.
Yeah, I'm not going.
Ain't no one seen him around, but he was the last one known to have owned it.
He was a good friend and a colleague. He taught at the university and
Beep,
unfortunately
beep, beep.
passed away.
He
Wentworth.
is kind of handsome.
Sounds like your
isn't
friends
he?
are in a hurry.
They are impatient city folks.
They
don't have
are driving me nuts.
fine. They don't have the ability
Bitches
to
be
just
crazy.
He said he just had to pee.
enjoy the country. This
I'm gonna look
fine
around.
Lifestyle.
Look for some candy bars, particularly a Charleston Chew.
So you've come into the general store?
Yeah. I can't handle it anymore.
We could just
We could just go.
continue on.
We don't have to wait for them, right? Are we
Right.
close enough? Can they just walk
They
there?
could
You got those new candy bars, those Milky Ways.
Everything we got's right there.
Oh.
Got some chewing gum,
Big old pack of that.
got some licorice.
Interesting. Well, I was reading my new copy
If
of
there's a big window, I'll be like,
Time,
just 1 minute,
Time
1 minute.
magazine, and they said that there was supposed to be some Milky Ways and Charleston Chews that were coming out this year.
Oh, we ain't got none of that.
beep, 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 beep,
Is there any,
beep.
is there a diner or something?
More people are starting to come out from the various buildings now, just staring at this truck that's just continually honking its horn. What's that?
Is there a diner?
No.
Alright. And what passes for their city hall / records, things like that?
I'm gonna
Probably
No,
the
I'm gonna wait
post
for them to come
office,
in.
maybe, or the church. Actually, probably the
Come in.
church.
No.
Okay. Thank you so much. I'm gonna buy a handful of licorice and chewing gum, and I'll leave like a quarter extra.
You sure you don't have any Milky Ways in the back?
They haven't made their way out there just yet. Well, still
I
filtering
am
into the
anxious to
system.
try one. I heard they were delicious.
Something like that. You might want to head up to New York, Boston. Be a
How
while
far
for
away
anything
is
new
that?
like that.
Do you
Getting
think
out
they would
here.
pay for us to drive up there?
I mean, maybe later.
As
I
are
think
you
one of
coming
our
out
students is from
toward
New
the car?
York.
As he walks out to the car and gets like right in front of it, I'm gonna honk the horn one
Oh.
more time.
Unnecessary. I'm gonna jump in the shotgun.
I will get in the back, but I will not crank.
Yeah.
And I will stumble into the back, probably fall.
I will pick up his book that he was reading.
I have that in my pocket.
Oh, I thought you left it there.
Oh.
Oh,
You have to have your travel book.
fine. I'll pull out my travel book
And
Okay.
and start reading.
Okay. So,
It's Time Magazine, issue 1, come out in 1923.
so the two of you are in the cab.
Look at this, Milky Way.
We have to correct
He
the
just
sentence so we
crawled
can
to the
go.
back.
because he
young
took
lady.
the seat.
Oh,
he
he
did?
did?
Done having this fight.
If I have to drive, I'm not cranking. Go ahead.
Well, you know, I heard red dresses give you powers.
I am not cranking.
You're a hockey player. You can do it.
Yes, and I have to save my my workout routine for the ice rink. So I'm
For
not,
what?
I'm not allowed to
Ice rink.
do any kind of hard manual tasks outside of that.
Well, I feel like I've been cranking this entire time and it's not fair. I think that this is a democracy.
I'm
And-
sorry, but
It's a lowesocracy. Go out,
Neither
crank
of us are
things so
doing
we
it.
can go.
I vote that you.
well,
crank.
I vote.
All in
egg
favor
yolk.
that red dress girl hockey player, raise your hand.
I will just get out and I will go crank the car.
I slide into the driver's seat.
Oh, even better.
Okay. Finally turns over.
Why is this
Now you've got
stick in
Kiko
here?
in the driver's seat.
Move this stick out of my way.
A
Why
car is
there a
really
hockey
just
stick?
like a human body.
Excuse
Just
me?
lots of moving parts and just want everything to keep running smoothly.
Have
I'm glad I'm in the back of your
Have you ever
bullshit.
driven one of these before?
It's just like learning the functions of the human body, I'm sure. Yeah.
Is
Sure, it's the same.
there a seatbelt?
She's not,
I don't think so.
Some sort of
not quite
safety?
getting into gear, so you hear like,
Well, I'm not paying for that.
This is fun. Yeah.
Stay on the road. I'll turn the steering wheel.
do you know where you're going?
Uh-huh.
And that is,
In that direction.
All right.
she's going in the wrong direction.
Wait. These are choices that Miss Kane has made.
Hey, what's your name again?
After at least a
Kiko.
mile in the wrong
Miko?
direction, I will
Kiko.
knock
Kiko?
on
I
the
think
thing.
we're going in the wrong direction.
Oh, I knew that.
About a mile later.
Yeah, we know. We
Wrong
know.
direction!
We know. Go back to your book. Oh, God. Does the hockey stick fly out the window?
No. If it does, I'm
Can I
stopping
use
the car and
luck
going
for it
back.
to go out the window?
You're not in the back seat.
Oh, 71.
You're not in the.
It didn't. It's fine.
Give me a drive roll.
Don't
dun,
crash this
dun.
car. The language
You have
department
20?
will be bankrupt.
Yeah, I have a 20.
What kind of car is it? Like a Model T?
It's a truck.
Oh, it's a truck.
Yeah, I
13.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
You must be very skilled. You must have a lot of cars you drive.
Once you say wrong way, you're fully, kind of devilishly expecting her to have difficulty turning this thing around, getting it into gear. You were shocked when she very skillfully turns it around, hits it in reverse, and then first, second, third, and you're rolling right back into Ross's corners.
Take
Just
the-
like the human body.
Take the left up ahead.
I'll take my hat off, wipe sweat off my head.
You take the road he gestures to, and you see the sign that says Boom
Or does
Road.
she?
I don't know, do you?
Yes,
assume?
I do. Yeah.
That way.
But I look back at Wentworth. I give
Is
him
there,
like
is there enough to look back? I mean,
There's so much stuff piled back there, you can't really see him. And you look through the side mirror and probably see a part of his back of his
Okay.
head, maybe.
That's stupid.
book.
But still. Up ahead, after a couple of miles, you see a large tree. It's black and dead. Looks like it's been struck by lightning. There is a path just after that, turning left, or your road continues forward.
All direction.
What's that?
I'll give the direction.
Okay.
Don't
Left, straight, whichever it is. Left at the tree.
Right goes to that lovely town called Innsmouth I've been hearing about.
Let's go check that out.
Interesting.
Stay on target.
I hear they have great seafood.
Oh, she's yeah,
Very fresh.
yeah. To die for.
Chefs are crying in the back as they prepare it.
You go rolling down this path, and you can see a house and a barn up ahead. There's a lot of high grassland, and then beyond that, forested area.
So you a religious woman?
I am.
The house
Now it's time to
itself
start
is
praying.
the salt box style. If you're not familiar
Where's
with
my
that,
cell
is
They're taking the corners too fast.
I didn't see you offering to drive.
I've driven once.
Didn't you say just yesterday that you got into a car accident?
Yeah, but I mean, 4 out of the 5 students survived.
you pass the remains of a porch swing, and then bring it to a halt, I assume, in front of the house itself.
No, just drive right through the house. Just
Oh
get
my
this shit
God.
over with. No. I'm just kidding.
Hockey stick goes flying, decapitates somebody.
For like Tucker and Dale versus evil.
Got a doozy of a day.
Play Call of Cthulhu. It's serious.
I don't know how much experience you have
Serious
with this.
game.
You got the engine, and there's nothing.
Bookmark. Close it.
No birds, no crickets, just the wind.
It's a little weird.
I'm gonna open the door and get out.
Well, there could be something wrong with maybe there's an underground aqueduct that's got some kind of strange chemicals in it that's causing, the land to, maybe the birds and animals just, know that this is not a safe place. So probably the less time we spend here, the better for our health. As a biologist, I know these
I
things.
really hope that your science is as good as your driving.
I know.
Thank you. It is.
Excellent job.
Thank you.
You need help getting out the back there, old man?
I will, but
Farmhouse is from the 18th century. A lot of the windows are broken. Those that are not are grimy. Can't really see through. The roof is sagging a bit, but it is still whole.
I was going to say, from the back of the truck being elevated, I'm going to inspect what I can see from this area while I'm still back here standing.
The path drive goes in front of the house and kind of around it back to the barn and then back around. So directly in front of the house, you've got the road, and then beyond that is you're guessing was once a garden area, but now there are still vegetables, but just completely overgrown because no one's tended to it in so long. There's a water well at the corner of the house. The whole place just abandoned. But the weird thing is there is no sound of animals, insects.
Can I use spot hidden? Can I look for anything that might be hidden out front? Maybe something on the ground or
Roll.
something stands out. 43, so I mean, I have a 50. So that's a pass, but just not very good, right?
Still a success. Make sure
Okay.
you guys are checking anything that's successful when you make the roll.
Oh, shoot.
Oh.
Maybe a couple.
Yeah, I got that. Shoot.
In the high grass near the house, you're walking through,
I made that persuasion roll.
you see a fur. Looks like a raccoon, a big one.
I'll use her hockey stick to pull it out.
That's the one I got a 2 on.
I don't think you heard that.
No.
I didn't use science, did I? I don't think I did. I did hear that. I take my hockey stick out of his hands. It's my hockey stick. I need this for the games.
Raccoon
Oh.
is dead.
Huh?
Raccoon is dead.
Well, there's a dead raccoon here. If anyone's hungry. No.
No,
Okay.
we just ate.
Yeah.
I can see that there's a trail leading away from the rear of the house that leads to a small privy. It is still standing and intact amongst some trees. The barn's decaying. There's a collapsed lean-to where bundles of firewood were once kept. There's still logs in it, but they're all damp. They didn't have to be dried out before they'd be of any use.
I will use archaeology to see if there's anything maybe out of place that doesn't quite belong, maybe? I don't know.
That would just be a spot hidden roll, which you've already made.
Oh, okay, good.
I am going to wait for
Dead raccoon.
Mr. Smith.
Yeah.
Is it Mr. Jones? You're confusing me over here.
Wentworth, his name is Mr. Jones.
Thank you.
It's Professor Jones, young lady. And you need to fix your headband again.
Thank you.
Mr. Jones
no.
and me both would prefer if you called
Professor
him
Jones.
Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones and me.
Miss Kane.
Wait.
I've brought along quite a bit of equipment.
Yes.
If you don't mind helping me bring it into the house.
Don't mind at all.
We have the key.
I will open the door for you.
Thank you, sir. I'll bring in the first whatever, the picnic basket. and-
Okay. I will bring in whatever else that looks too heavy for him.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Most things. He's so frail.
Well,
You put the key in the door.
Okay, maybe. I don't know. What's your strength? My
Don't
strength's
worry about it.
my
I'm
strength-
a hockey player.
my
I'm
strength-
pretty strong.
My strength's a 50. What's your
There
strength?
are strange symbols
60, you're the
carved
strongest
into
of all of
the
us, Frank.
framework
80.
of okay.
what? Sorry.
We just figured out that this Russo's working out.
streak. She's.
Stop looking at my
Are
stuff.
you the hockey player?
You don't need to worry about what I do.
I'm sorry, GM. Go on. Whatever. Sorry.
As you're putting the key in the lock, you look, you can see the door frame. There are symbols carved in it. And you just kind of look back, the windows on either side of the door, those frames have similar symbols.
Man, are you just gonna just walk right in?
Yeah.
I don't think you should just walk right in.
Men.
I have a key, young lady.
And there is a oil lamp, old, no oil in it, hanging next to the door.
Nothing to do with that.
You push the door open and a foul smell greets you.
Oh.
God, what
Don't
is
pull out
that?
my medallion of St. Christopher and kiss it.
The dust here is thick, cobwebs. All the shelves you see are empty. Dead leaves. All sorts of dirt and whatnot inside of here. The iron stove against the wall. A bit of rust on it. Ventilation pipe leading into the wall itself. There's a round table with 4 chairs near the stove. The wooden floor itself is warped and
Watch your step.
stained. Rot has eaten away at the table and the couch and the matching wing chair. It's all kind of moldering there alone.
I don't recommend sitting on that couch.
And there's a second room beyond with an opening in the floor that reveals a flight of steps leading down to the cellar.
So, is there a bedroom?
Only 2 rooms.
Okay, so like a living room area and then
Okay.
food preparation dining area?
No.
I mean, one room has sofa and wingback chairs and table and things, so I kind of get a living room area vibe out of that. So what do I see in the second room then?
Comfortable armchair in one corner, a table against the wall beneath the window. There is a walking stick on the table.
Oh, I hadn't brought my own.
And there's, of course, the back door leading to the back, to the barn. There is a trap door in the ceiling that would lead to the attic. The wood frame around that door has the same sort of symbols that the front door and windows had.
Can I use a cult on these symbols?
Sure.
Thanks. 46.
Is that a success?
Yes, I have a 60.
Nice.
These are symbols of power,
Power symbols.
meant to ward off otherworldly spirits.
I don't think there's any power in this entire facility. I didn't see any,
I mean, if you believe that
any
kind of
lines
stuff.
or anything coming out to
And
it.
of course, we don't.
But, you know,
I don't think there's any electric in this building at all.
I don't think so either.
I need
There is a gas lamp there if you want to turn it on. Anybody got anything to turn it on with?
all of you make a listen roll, please.
How
Ooh,
ridiculous to just carry around oil, I say. Can't hold it right.
Hey, don't forget to put a check on it.
Holding your hockey stick.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not
Don't
make
forget
that
to put a
listen
check
roll.
next to listen.
I have failed.
Yeah, I rolled an 82.
I got an 81.
Oh, well, we were not paying attention.
I got a 28, which succeeds.
You have 53 out of 20, so that's not good, right?
No. Only.
While you're listening to the 2 know-it-all professors go back and forth about this and that,
Know that we're know-it-all professors. I really feel like we've been kind of pigeonholed
Yeah, right out the
between
gate.
their stuff and him.
Right out the gate.
It feels a little unfair.
We were pitted against
but
each other.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, the 2 white men at the table. steamrolled a little bit.
Don't know that any of this attitude is
So
helping
sad.
the situation at all.
Oh, poor babies.
Seems a little rude.
You're fairly certain you heard a shuffling sound below you.
Hey,
Oh, one second, young lady. So I think that maybe
Shut-
if
Yes, and then
shut your face.
the thing. Don't speak to us. this
Creaky,
way.
1 second.
Listen,
I-
listen. There's something in the basement.
Why are you interrupting
It's
us?
probably a raccoon, dear.
And Wentworth, I need a spot hidden roll from you, please.
Oh. I mean, we did find a dead raccoon outside.
There's something down there. I don't know what it is. It's probably a raccoon. You're
Okay.
right, but
Well, we know it's not Lois because she doesn't
Gosh
say
darn it.
anything at all.
That's a bummer.
It's because you guys never
forget.
stop talking.
Always spend luck if you want.
Gotcha. Got a lot of points.
I'm gonna try to get this lamp turned on.
Which lamp?
The one that says
I have
lamp.
the crate. I have a flashlight. I
Oh,
have 2 of them.
can I have one?
Yeah, of course.
Thank
That's
you.
why they're here.
You just use this button right here. You turn it on.
I would just like to like really strain and like hone in on what I just heard. Try to tune out.
Well, now I'm assuming you're kind of wandering around as well. It's only a 2-room house. You see the steps in that back room that lead down to the cellar. I guess something is down there.
I'll shine the light down there.
You have this under control?
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna go look
obviously.
around outside then.
Okay, be careful. I'll shine it in her eyes. Real quick. Oops, sorry.
While he's doing that, you two give me a spot hidden roll. You said you're going outside?
Yeah, you said there's a outhouse privy,
Yes.
so you need to go make sure that's in working order in case the
61.
ladies need to use that.
You just gotta go boo boo. Is that what it is?
He has to pee again. You were right.
I did bring roll of toilet paper.
Used corn on the cob back then.
They did, and that's
Yeah.
why I brought a roll of toilet paper.
It is structurally sound. It has trees on either side. Doesn't look like it's been used in a very long time, but it would be serviceable.
No wild animals have nested in here.
No.
I will put the toilet paper and go grab the broom and just brush it out real quick. And all right, walk in, put the broom back. The privy is stocked and is serviceable.
Is there a restroom here?
It's the outhouse that I just
Yeah, it's
Uh-huh.
the little box out there.
cleaned it out.
I'm gonna go hit the outhouse right quick.
Oh, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need a drink.
You're welcome.
There's a line.
Okay, so the latrine was gross. Not really the way we roll in New York, but when in the country, one does what one has to.
It is really gross now that I went. Those waffles were not as good as I remember.
I thought they were quite adequate. I thought the latrine was quite adequate.
Well, I mean, it was tidy.
Very much
The
so.
toilet paper's gone.
What?
I dropped it down the latrine. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
I hope you brought more handkerchiefs.
I only brought one roll. Thought that would be more than enough for a day trip.
There's a bucket of old corn cobs outside. My father used to use those at our old place in
Or you can take
Winnipeg.
the truck back into town, get the resupply of toilet paper, and maybe not drop it this time.
We're here to investigate the house, right?
I'm sorry.
I say we do it, and we get in the car, and we go back to Arkham.
I mean, I could dig it back out
I have a hockey game later
with
tonight,
the hockey stick.
so I would like to be there for that.
You're not going to see Louis Armstrong?
I have a hockey game. I can't. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
I'm just going to point out for the three of you, it's August in Arkham.
Okay.
Is there no hockey season in August?
Where's the ice?
It's indoors. It's indoors.
Wait. Indoor
There's an
hockey?
indoor hockey. I don't have time to explain all of it to you.
Maybe it's something new.
Make a psychology roll to see if maybe she was lying to us about this hockey thing, because it seems odd at this point.
I would not lie.
There's no explanation about anything, including what position she plays or where she plays.
You got a flashlight, Cocky? Can you go down and look down in the face?
Nope.
Lead the way.
I just do not care enough about hockey to give a shit, I guess.
Nope, I do not. But I have a science kit. Maybe I could make some kind of luminescent.
Why don't you just use the flashlight I gave you? What are you doing with the flashlight? It's middle of day.
Well, it's dark in the basement.
It fell out of my pocket in the latrine.
Then you need to go get it.
He doesn't want to go in the basement. He's being a big old scaredy cat.
Well, I have, and I reach into the box, the second flashlight that I said I got.
I'll get it. I'll
Click.
go. I'll be back.
That's fine.
Creaky, hold the door for me.
Where are you going?
Why is he referring to her as creaky?
I don't know.
Because he's misogynistic and he refuses to pronounce her name correctly.
Okay, creepy. Why don't you head down?
Excuse me. I'm the one with the hand in the
Look here,
latrine.
Montana. Get the
Yeah,
flashlight.
dude, it's a latrine. It's like your whole fucking body.
I got it. Hold my legs, Whitworth.
I'm not doing it.
I'm gonna start calling you Nevada Bones because you're so old. You're basically a pile of bones.
I'm only 35, young
That's
lady.
so old. My God.
So old.
Wow.
All right, here's the flashlight.
But no, you're heading down.
What the hell? Somebody wiped it
I
off.
was saying that one's covered in feces.
Oh yeah,
Is there
I don't.
something
The
like
one I
an
have
oil
is
lamp?
not. Have we thoroughly searched the house itself yet?
Does anybody have anything to light this oil lamp?
As I was about to say, I
have some
mentioned
matches.
earlier, oil
There's
lamp
no
is
oil.
dry.
Oh, there's no oil in it?
No, it's
Oh.
not.
I did not
And the
think-
wick is fairly burnt down, so you need a new wick and oil.
I didn't bring any oil because I brought flashlights.
Well,
And in regards to what you just mentioned, as far as the house, the chair and table that are in that back room, it was in shadow. But now you see there's a folded cloth in between the two.
Okay. Go get that, dig it out, put it upon the table that you mentioned that was rotting.
hey, what's that you got there?
Well, I'm not quite sure yet.
As you start to just grab it and yank it, and then you realize there are things lying atop it, so you have to kind of.
Sorry.
There's a penny box, about half full of wooden matches,
Some matches,
small piece of soap,
small piece of soap,
a tin cup, a screwdriver, a can opener, a jackknife,
Chicken dinner for dogs.
and the stub of a candle.
Okay. Any clue what the soap would have been used for?
So,
Make an intelligence
when
roll.
people decide to bathe, as most normal people do, they tend to use soap.
No, 95 on my 70. All right, they've turned on me now. Well, if you look about, you'll see that there's no shower facility. There's
Give
no
me an intelligence
bathtub,
roll.
Sure.
and there's a well outside.
Is that something I can put the
There's
check mark next
no
to?
water inside.
That's a good point.
So,
Oh, 14.
plus all the stuff here seems to be involved in water.
What he pulled out
activities
looks to be
involving
a
cold.
hobo's
Whether we
bendel.
believe it or not, I would imagine everything we're seeing was somehow
Oh,
used.
I've seen one of those.
Oh, what is this?
That's a hobo's bender.
Bendel.
Bendel.
What?
I
No,
like
the
that
whole
you said
thing.
bender.
Oh.
The cloth
that's-
would have been
that's what
rolled
he said. I don't
up
know
with
what
everything
he's
inside of
Oh,
Looks like maybe a hobo's been living here.
gotcha. Oh,
You have a lot of those in San Francisco, don't you?
I don't know. I moved here quite young.
okay. How old does it look then? Like,
It looks
can we still smell the candle?
approximately
it. It's fairly new.
fairly new.
Oh, so somebody's been here recently.
Is there any signs that somebody could have got in? We used a key to get in which door?
Front.
Front door. We'll go look at the back door.
Back door. Roll spide. Back door is unlocked.
Yes. Hey, we made a roll. It happened. 33 out of 50. So nothing exceptional, but we'll get the job done.
There are muddy boot prints on the floor by the back door.
Man, woman, indecipherable.
You're
Big,
gonna,
little.
you're gonna guess, man, the soles are fairly flat and worn down.
When we were in town earlier, I got the directions. The local woman mentioned that a woman went missing yesterday during the night. She went to check on a horse and never returned, and that's why you were getting some odd looks.
They thought I was the woman?
No, just this local woman has disappeared, and we're strangers in town the day after.
Oh,
she
they thought we
disappeared.
killed the woman.
So, I don't know about that, but that
Seems
seems
a little
like
extreme.
a leap to take there.
I will
this game.
speak
but
to the professor in Latin,
I speak that.
and I
Quite
will
well.
ask him if he thinks that it is safe for the young ladies to be here with what this hobo and this what going on. Unfortunately, I rolled a 58 instead of 40 below that I needed.
So, it's just some horrible pig Latin going my way. I would never.
Okay.
You know, he's said something
I can't put a check next to it, right? Because I failed.
about the females. You're not sure what.
I don't know what you're trying to say, but just
With the
just say it out
with
loud.
the hobo and everything.
Say it out loud, sir. What is
Do you think maybe the students might be a danger here with hobo and someone missing?
It's too late for all of that. We're here.
Yeah, but I mean, you could still have opportunity to leave here. Maybe we should get the authorities down here and get someone missing.
let's
So we have an
Finish our
attic and we have a
investigation.
basement. There's no other reasonable place that somebody could hide in this house.
In the house? No.
Should I kind of roll hide
Very well.
hidden for a
Is there
second?
anyone residing within the abode? We give you a chance to leave of your own accord. We're under the impression that we have found some recent goods of yours. This, what was it? A bindle?
Hobo's bender.
Binder.
Bindle.
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 No, but he said Bender.
Yeah,
We found
a
a
bundle of hobo stuff.
bundle of goods,
That.
some candle, a piece of soap.
You're trespassing, and we have a pistol. And I'll pull out my 38 special.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I mean, if we gotta get down, we gotta get down.
I don't understand if there's somebody here that's just seeked to.
I think you should put that away.
I'm starting to think there is a danger to the young ladies there, Professor. But
I'm gonna use intimidate.
Are you guys
Can I
done
use intimidate
playing with
Against.
against the purpose person? Listen down there.
what are you even talking about?
No.
We're gonna need
Are
you
you
to put
quite
that away.
finished?
I'll put it back. What's that? Take a drink of my flask.
Oh my gosh.
Started to see that perhaps the liability was not the young ladies, but in
Hey,
fact-
it's discharged to the language department. I'm gonna have a blast. It's gonna have a good time.
I say we go to the basement and we take a look around. There's nothing down there.
You should lead the way, Creeks.
Aside from some raccoons. That's what I heard. I will. I'll
Who's got
lead the way
flashlights?
and I'll prove
I see
that
no
there's nothing down
point
here.
in that.
I
Take a flashlight and I will head down.
You want to trade flashlights?
No, I have my flashlight.
I mean, did you want to trade this one? It's brighter.
No, it's not.
I'm going down with you, behind you.
Okay, Miss Kane, what are you doing with that?
To shoo away the raccoons that are down here.
Wait, how are you holding the flashlight, Anna?
No,
I have a flashlight.
He has the flashlight.
so I have
the
the other
hockey
one?
stick.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. So I'll shine it. All right, here we
See?
go.
See, there's nothing down here.
To the basement.
So everyone's going?
Yeah, sure. Are you going?
Yeah, I said we go to the basement.
All right.
That's where we're going, right?
We've looked over the full front of the regular house. Next thing is basement and attic.
An attic.
We found nothing really, other than these sigils carved into the wood.
Yeah.
We've not
Power
found anything
sigils.
that, I mean, that's fine. But those are older. They look, I'm guessing, worn. We didn't find anything else that leads us to believe any of this is true, actually.
No.
So even I'm starting to have a doubt now because
Yeah.
I'm not seeing anything.
Some drifters
I
maybe
haven't
staying here.
heard
That's about
anything.
it.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
I was willing to believe him. I still don't see why you would make up the Sparfetch story, including old journals and
Yeah,
deeds and
yeah.
all this. So I think that there's got to be some bit of truth to it. But I would have thought we would have found interesting or artifacts or crazy stuff. The piece of amber.
Should
something.
we look in the attic first?
Well, the attic. You've heard something coming from down below. So
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
whether it's
hobo.
and the thing is just wide
raccoon.
open.
Yeah.
There's no sigils around that area. So
who's leading the way?
I am.
Professor.
Okay.
I assumed it was him, her, basically around the table.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to come in the basement now. If there's anybody down there, know that we don't mean you any harm, but we are here to clean out this particular abode. So, if you're staying here, you unfortunately can no longer stay here. You'll have to be evicted. Doesn't have to be violent or mean in any way, but we do need to clean out the property. If you wish to reclaim your bindle, you may do so.
Give me a spot hidden roll.
I was hoping for a persuasion, but all right. 17 gets me down to the second tier. So a big success.
You can't use persuasion if I can't use intimidate.
Well,
I assume
I don't know. I'm
he's
trying to
not
persuade
down
him to
there.
take his stuff and leave if he's
dead
down
down
here.
there, probably.
Or if he's outside. I didn't see him in the outhouse hiding.
No.
And we don't see any way to get into the attic, correct? There's not like
There's a trap
step
door.
Yeah, but there's no step stool or anything to get up there.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you pull it down, there'll be ladder
Good point.
attached. Otherwise, we're going to be climbing
Muddy
on the
boots
But I
that we
don't see
saw
any
from
reason
the
to
kitchen,
get
did they
into the
leave?
attic.
How far did they go before, they got unmuddied?
They started toward the fireplace, and then wasn't enough mud for further prints.
Okay. Well,
As you're making your way down, these old wooden steps creak with the weight of all four of you. And as you near the bottom, you can see some empty shelves, earthen walls, and then you see the movement. And the wild eyes as this man hops up. He's got a, I'm not sure, stick from somewhere, piece of wood, and he swings it with all his might, but you're able to lift your foot up, and it slams into the steps.
Can I then take
Oh my God!
Can I take my hockey stick and whack it at the man?
Roll.
I'm going to pull out my switchblade.
I think that girl's got a switchblade in her pocket. I'm almost positive. I think I've seen it poking out.
what?
It just got real.
He attacked you!
I'm gonna
He
stand back.
He did, but oh.
I'm gonna stand back.
Yikes. I did not hit him at all.
What'd you roll?
96.
At least it wasn't 100, in which case you would have hit him.
Oh, thank you.
No.
Whoa, hey, whoa, hey, everybody calm down,
Let's
everybody.
see. In succession, it was chink, chink.
What is going on?
I hit my button.
Oh my.
I can assure you that no violence is necessary.
You can't have that on school property.
Make a psychology roll.
Oh, jeez.
You can't have that on school property.
I can't, I'm a professor.
47.
My dad said to keep
I am
it with
going
me.
to use 7 luck points
Oh.
to get to a success.
Oh,
This man looks scared witless. You were going to guess he's in shock. Even all the words that you spoke above before you came down, it doesn't seem like it's registered. And he's terrified. And he's eyeing those steps. He desperately wants out of here, but now you've all got it blocked.
Everybody, we're going to start back. Everybody back up off the steps. Let's give this gentleman enough room to make an exit. Sir, we are going to get out of your way, and we're going to have your stuff by the door. Stay down here until we can get it, okay? We're going to leave you be. We're going to leave you be.
Does he have any blood on him or anything?
I can make you a sandwich that will help.
Back up.
We brought a picnic. I'll happily get you a sandwich and start shooing people up the stairs.
I'm going to push the professor up.
No, either that or Yuffie's gonna murder you. You have choices.
What?
Yuffie.
Who's Yuffie?
It's for
I'm
protection.
going to try to calm you down with persuasion. She's going to gut you like a fish. It's just
My name's Kiko.
Margot is
He
starting
threatened.
to come out.
He
The
threatened.
Gargan's dropping everything in the toilet. I'm just saying that some tropes are coming through.
Offer to make him a
Can't help
sandwich.
it.
Yeah, it's yeah. You all back yourselves up off the steps back into the rear room of the home.
Go gather up his stuff and put it by the door.
He gingerly comes up.
Sir, you're on private
He
property.
runs over, grabs his stuff, bolts out the back door.
Well, that was unexpected.
I'm going to sit down.
Wait, what if that's the guy? Like, what if that guy is the one that, like, made the woman go missing? The woman that you mentioned.
We should definitely tell the authorities.
Yes.
We didn't find anything. All we found was a man
Well,
just staying in his house. We don't know that he was doing anything wrong.
We haven't had a chance to actually look in the basement any further, so perhaps.
Is
Lead
your
the way
heart
down,
okay?
Linda.
I do.
Like,
I
are
feel
you...
a little faint.
Yeah.
Who's
Well, you
Linda?
sit. You
Sit.
sit.
Thank you.
Thank
you, Miss Kane.
I'll go down.
It's definitely
you?
not my
Yeah.
name.
Miss Kane, please wait a minute.
Here, give me that
Just let me-
flashlight.
let me catch my breath.
Lori?
I got
Look,
it.
you just stay in the back and do
There
what you're
shouldn't
told.
be anybody else further down there, I would think.
I rolled
I
a
start
9.
to cautiously take steps back down to the basement.
I rolled a 9.
With no flashlight?
No, I took
She
his
took the flashlight
flashlight,
from me.
and I have my hockey stick in the one hand.
And I'll go with her.
I was trying to persuade Lori to go down,
And I told Utah to mind his business.
and I rolled a 9.
I'm sitting here just trying to catch my breath. Stairs. My ultimate enemy.
The cellar. How tall are you? Is it listed on there?
I don't think so.
It doesn't.
I'm below average height.
Well, regardless,
That's what it says.
the cellar is
Below average
rather
height.
small. It has a very low ceiling, so you're kind of having to hunch over.
Oh, I'm below average height.
Okay.
Oh, you too.
Where's that at?
I'm not. So
You're above average
it
height.
doesn't say, but it doesn't say I'm below. So I assume I'm.
Mine's on
Tall.
my facts.
You're just
sheet.
average.
You're a spacer? Where-
It just says that up here.
Oh.
Below average
I'm
height.
athletic.
Oh, clearly, and strong.
Okay.
The floor
Average height.
For as old as you
is
are.
cold, hard packed earth. There are shelves lining on one wall. There are cans and boxes on the shelves. Looks like foodstuffs from a very long time ago. Several tins of tea leaves, complete with a silver tea set. Cast iron pots and pans for cooking. There's even sets of tableware for eating. You probably don't want to let Jones know, but the lowest shelf, you see a row of bottles containing some, looks like pretty good liquor.
I won't say anything.
By the steps into the cellar is an old, but looks like a sturdy 8-foot ladder. Behind the steps is a pile of lumber, bag of rusted nails, a wooden box with some old tools in it, including a hammer, handsaw, hand drill, chisel, rasp. And in one of the corner near the shelves, there's an old oiled tarp covering something.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm gonna take my hockey stick and take the tarp and like look underneath.
As you lift it up, your light shows you a rather expensive looking traveling trunk. The straps are fastened and the latches are secured.
How big is the trunk?
Not big enough for a body, if that's
Oh,
what
okay.
you're thinking.
That is what I was thinking. Okay, I'm gonna fling the tarp all the way off, and I'm gonna get on my knees and work at the straps.
Okay. You're down there with her?
I'll hold the flashlight.
And the two of you, what are you doing?
I am upstairs catching my breath. and sitting at the table that is in not a great condition, I'm going to pull out my satchel, my notebook, and my pens, and start taking detailed notes of everything that's happened, the times, the hobo, every little thing.
I'll go down and help
I'm going to be
investigate.
quite meticulous in this endeavor.
He leaves you to go downstairs, leaving you up there alone. You hear footsteps on the steps and see him coming down. Your first thought is the low shelf. You're able to undo the straps. It is latched, but it is not locked.
You girls find anything down here?
Nope, there's nothing down here. It's boring. It's lady stuff. You wouldn't like it.
What?
You'd be uncomfortable.
We only found this trunk.
It's all lady stuff.
I'm gonna use spot hidden. See if I can find anything.
There's nothing down here. What
We're about to open this trunk. Come look.
Go ahead. I'm gonna use spot hidden. I rolled a 15 out of 50.
To do...
Spot hidden.
He wants to find the alcohol.
Or hidden spots.
You find
Spots that may be hidden.
Yeah.
a lantern on one of the shelves that does have oil and a good working wick.
And we'll go back upstairs, grab the matches, found a lantern, and go back down.
The matches were part of
We give them back.
the hobo's bundle, which he took with him.
Oh.
What are you looking for?
I found a lantern down there,
well,
and it's got oil in it.
Why would we use that when you have two flashlights?
The lantern will light up the whole room.
It's fine. There's nothing down here. I open the trunk.
You throw it open with the aid of the flashlight. There's a lot of black cloth. Atop the black cloth is that.
If I read this, is my sanity gonna dip?
And Jim just handed you a piece of
Only-
paper in a
only-
COC game.
All right, I'm gonna
We'll
read this
find
out
out.
loud
Only
so
one way.
everyone hears it, and I read it
upstairs.
loudly.
Yeah, I'm upstairs too.
23rd March, 1877.
Is she saying something?
What the?
I don't know why I'm putting this down on paper.
It's weird.
It's probably a bad idea,
you
but I
okay
feel
down
the
there?
need to leave some kind of
you need
explanation
help?
to my actions.
Kelly?
and
Linda, are you
intent.
okay?
Who's Kelly? and
When I
Linda?
took the sarcophagus,
Russo,
hey,
Miss
hey,
Come on down,
This
Alabama.
mentions the
We got something to show you.
We should say names. It's disrespectful.
Bananas?
When I took
think
the
she called you
sarcophagus
Alabama.
from my uncle, I did
Ow.
not think it would be missed.
know
I
what-
expected
she's
to be
saying
able to research it and return it later. I was such a fool. Despite believing in the powers we tried to summon, I grossly misunderstood the consequences.
I'm sure she'll reiterate
Now
whatever
Robert
it
is
she's
dead
doing.
and Harold a madman.
Sounds like she
I'm
knows
going back
something.
to the farmhouse to organize
I'll
our
start
things.
walking back down now.
I dread stepping foot again in that place, but
What are
I
you
must make
talking
sure that our materials will be available again when we need them.
Shine the flashlight
Since the
on
others
it.
are too shaken to attempt a banishment of the creature, I can only hope that the thing hasn't the power to remain in our reality more than a few hours or days. At least it's bound to the house itself. I shall search for a means
She
to
found a
destroy
letter.
it before the last of us
Oh.
passes
When
from
she's done
this
reading it,
world,
bring it up, I'll
and
read it.
its release from the
I'll
house.
start digging through the trunk. While she's talking, just start digging in
If
there.
it is still there. I believe I know where I can find the knowledge I need to drive the creature away without assistance from others. I hear tales of mystics in New Orleans that know much of the the true magics of the world. Cursive.
Are you done, Karen?
I am leaving the gold box in Rupert's care.
Wait.
I told him not to sell it or have it appraised
Gold?
by anyone, but did not tell him why. He also seemed puzzled by my insistence not to live in Boston, but I believe he trusts my judgment not to go into danger unwittingly. My uncle does not know about our dark brotherhood, as Rupert and the others will be safe from anyone looking for it. I'll be back to put things right again. Marion Allen. P.S. I write this before I close the lid on the trunk. The thing is still in the attic of the house. It seemed to recognize me and spoke foul curses at me. I will carve protective wards on the trunk to prevent any tampering with its contents, just in case.
That guy's dead.
This guy, Marion, yeah.
In New Orleans.
Hey, you may want to come down here.
Everybody's sanity okay? Everyone feeling fine?
I feel just fine.
Yeah, but now I don't want to go to the attic.
No. I mean, nothing's up there because this
Anything
is
else in the trunk?
crazy, but no, I don't want to go to the
Moving
attic.
stuff around there.
Black cloth.
Let's pull it out.
Pull one of them out. It's a black robe
Okay.
with hood. Looks to be 5 more of them in there.
Oh, some kind of ceremonial robes, perhaps?
Perhaps.
Did you say it was cold here?
Wait. It's August.
It shouldn't be cold in August.
But it was.
Cold earthen floor, yes.
Oh.
It's a cellar is the whole point. Dry and
What's
cool.
this? There's a box in here. Did you see it?
Yeah.
I was
That's
too busy
about it.
reading this rambling.
Oh, it's just
nonsense.
cigars.
Oh, well then, okay. Yeah, ain't no thing.
I'll just put it in my coat pocket. Go upstairs.
And
Open the box.
These are in that. Just they won't fit.
Oh, I didn't open the box.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, but I told you to open the box.
I was gonna take it upstairs where there's light and we can see.
Is there anything else in the
What's in the
trunk, or is it
box?
just the robes in that box?
Hey, check this out.
Is that
I'll set it down at the table in front of
Okay,
him.
what are those things?
Hey, look.
this contains a brown powder. This one, a silvery talcum-like powder.
I don't think you should eat it.
I mean, with the way you drop things down toilets, I don't know that you should hold it.
Well, I'm gonna use my occult to look at this symbol and try to understand what this is.
The ritual chant upon these pages
And I
was
rolled a
derived
95.
from Divermus.
De Mysterious?
Well, that may be what it said. Yeah. By my own hand it has been altered, while the original brought forth the foul thing trapped in amber.
Pass that down, ma'am.
I have made changes so that the original summoning ritual shall now be one of exorcism to dispel the thing currently trapped in the attic. Oh my gosh. This has got instructions, and then it's weird ritual talk.
More hocus pocus nonsense.
Oh, it's
Have you
got
ever
them on
seen this
multiple
symbol
pages
before?
so we can all read it at the same time.
I look at the symbol and see if I recognize it. With my 5, I doubt it, but I got lucky once today. So
Can you
maybe
pass
this is the
this
second time?
to my esteemed
You
colleague?
can get up and
Nope.
give it to him yourself.
I did not.
I will use archaeology on these items.
What does archaeology have to do with it?
Maybe this where this container came from, or maybe it gives me some kind of
Did you
like,
find anything downstairs
like
besides this?
cultural
Any signs
background
of the
or
activities they
region.
might have been up to?
or-
Not
Sears.
really.
Oh, well, these came from Sears. Oh,
Yes, that would be bad. I think going forward we might want to have clear heads.
The chemicals, they're chemicals for this ritual.
well.
Okay, I have a new theory. A new theory, everybody. My theory is that these men came here. This was their own personal speakeasy, if you would. And they took part in all the kinds of activities you would take part in at a speakeasy. And in their drunken stupors, they wrote up and even possibly believed in this.
Have you ever been to Speakeasy?
No.
Do you believe that they purchased an entire house to drive out into the sticks and drink when they could have
Perhaps it was.
legally and easily done so in the privacy of Arkham University?
Yeah, lots of people have vacation homes. This is a solid theory.
Does this look like a vacation home to you?
And maybe in their eyes. I mean, it's dirty now, but picture a nice throw rug and
Kathy,
some
have
pillows.
you ever seen this symbol?
What?
Her name is Miss Kane.
Kane. Sorry about that. Kane.
This is Miss Russo. You seem to have a hard time grasping
Does that
names
look
of
like
your
anything
students.
related to the human body to you?
It looks scientific.
It does not look scientific.
Ohio, I don't think it looks scientific.
Oh, I see what you did there.
This is clearly not a vacation home.
It
Miss
could
Kane.
have. That's
No.
my theory. That's
Like,
my
this
new
has
theory.
got like detailed
No,
instructions.
no water. There's no swimming area.
There might
There's
have
no
been water
hunting
at
in
one
the area.
point.
There's a rural
They might
farming
have brought
community.
Well, I
water
don't
with
really
them.
believe in any of this nonsense. I don't think there's anything in this attic at all. In fact, I'm going to pull this lever down and show you.
Well, there's an 8-foot tall ladder downstairs. I heard.
Well,
I didn't see it.
I will go
but
get it.
It'll help probably.
There's alcohol in the basement.
What?
Miss Kane, why? I thought.
I brought my own.
There's lots of it down there.
What
Man.
kind?
Confused about where you're going with this particular rationale.
All kinds.
You care to join me for a drink?
I think that's incredibly inappropriate.
Sir.
Yes?
Sir.
Yes?
Can you help me with the ladder? I just need you to shine the light down.
I know.
I don't know that I feel comfortable with any of this now.
Look, you've been sitting here on your butt this whole time.
Yes?
Can you at least take this?
This letter says there's something up there now.
I need you to take this light and shine it in here so I don't fall and break my neck down these stairs. So I can grab the ladder.
Click.
Thank you. I'll go downstairs and get the ladder.
Okay.
Is there drinks down here? See anything?
Yes.
Okay, I'll make a mental note as I bring the ladder back up. All right, here we go. Don't get up. Don't get up.
I had to get up to come over here.
Don't help. I got this. I can clearly put this ladder up by myself.
I feel there's some kind of animosity coming
Well,
towards the
listen.
professor that I don't understand why.
Listen.
I felt it from the two students, now I'm feeling from you. I don't know what I've done
I have-
to anger anyone here.
I don't
but-
know. I don't know. I'm just going with the flow. It seems like that's what we're doing here. So I'm just doing that.
All right.
Okay.
Did I in any way make you angry?
A little.
What did I do?
Well, you refused to crank
Well,
all the way here.
again, as I
You
hold up my
ignored me when I
cane,
tried to tell you they were out there honking, ready to go, and you
No,
left me out there with them.
I heard them.
You sent
I was
Jackson
getting
away, and
information.
you know Jackson normally drives for us, but you insisted on driving.
Why should we bring
And
out
then you
man-
came all the way back up while she read this letter out loud, giving me a migraine from her screeching.
So,
Professor Jones.
Entire thing seems
I'm
very
sorry,
selfish.
honey, we're talking.
Look here, Michigan.
One
Miss
second,
Kane,
one second, one
Feel
second.
free.
1 second.
I take my hockey stick and I raise it up like threatening. Call me honey one more time.
Wow. This is escalating.
Help me with this ladder,
No,
please,
no.
so that I can go up in this attic and disprove
I'm
all
gonna
the
take the ladder from him, and I'm gonna go do it myself.
nonsense that we're out here in the middle of August when we could have been at a Louis Armstrong concert.
Which isn't for several hours. I don't
You
understand.
get there early for good seats. That's how it works.
Here it
I
is.
buy a ticket and
Look,
tell
it's a
them what
pusher.
that
Look,
is.
It's a push.
No demons. Probably another psycho hobo up here.
Did you push past her?
Sure, why not? Well, yeah. She looks a little stronger than me though.
I will hobble over. And,
I'm athletic.
Okay, well, both of you,
Okay.
This is
your
ridiculous.
heads pop up and you see some junk boxes up here,
Embarrassed.
light cascading in from
This
the
is what the
broken
world has come to.
attic window.
1923.
There are leaves everywhere, which you suddenly see moving away, like, and you hear boom, 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 coming right towards you. I need both of you to roll dodge.
Good.
Hello.
Dodge. Where's my... Oh,
Yes, I rolled a 1.
70. I'm at 35.
Oh.
I rolled a 1. Who's old now?
I'm sorry, I was stuck because some crazy man come up right behind me on
Can
a
I
ladder.
can I
Like
use
he's got
some
a
of my
psycho.
wand to help her, like negate some of my?
You move away, jump off, you
Yeah,
take 2
probably push
points of
me up
damage. As you hit your shoulder on the ground, BAM!
Oh! That was painful.
And
Feel bad for him at all.
need you to make a sanity roll.
That's
Me?
you. Yeah, he's talking to you.
I rolled a 1. I dodged. It
Wow.
fell out of my pocket. A 44. My sanity is 50.
You take 6 points of damage.
Ooh.
From you down below, you see just suddenly wounds open up on the side of her head and face. As she falls, and you take another point of damage as you hit the ground hard, and the door slams shut. And now you're...
There's something in the attic.
God, there's
There.
a bear in the attic.
Where'd that? Who? What?
And I need sanity rolls from you guys as well.
Do I have to roll?
Yes, you
I don't
do.
know if this is
Wild
necessary.
beast in the attic.
I'm gonna fail that.
I got a 50.
That sounds pretty good.
What's your sanity?
49.
You might want to use some luck points.
Because you lost that one
I
point
did. I
reading
lost a
that
point
letter,
reading
yeah.
that letter.
But you
So-
know, but she didn't lose one reading that letter.
No. So should I use a point of luck then?
I would.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
Okay.
It's only you're getting by with only a point.
So what happens if I use a point of luck?
Hold up.
50.
You're gonna make
Reduce
your
the
roll
number
and
down.
take less damage.
You circled it.
I'm going to fail my roll and hopefully not take that much because I didn't see it directly.
It was dark. I closed my eyes. I didn't
I
see
mean,
anything.
that might explain why you look so old, because you've seen some stuff.
Wow.
Lois.
I came to Pennsylvania.
Oh,
You're gonna run out of state names.
I just keep using.
By the end of the session,
50 times. Oh, 48 times. Like,
Territory time.
yeah. How many states were there in 1923?
I think we had 48.
Well, I'm trying to find said optional rule, but they chose not to put an index in the book, instead putting all the Kickstarter backer names.
That's useful.
Yeah, super.
Yeah, 48.
Because I want to say luck can only be... So I thought, cannot spend luck on sanity rolls.
Well, isn't that a bunch of
don't
malarkey?
I think that seems incredibly unlucky.
Looks like your luck has ran out.
You suffer 3 sanity.
Oh my.
Who else failed? 1 sanity. And you guys both made it. You both take 1.
Oh.
So we take one, but he only takes one?
If you roll.
Now you're hearing that whomping sound and the growling. There's nothing up there stomping around the entirety of the attic. And she is
Miss Kane, I've
bleeding profusely from her
There's
head
a
wound.
there's a first aid kit in that bundle over
Rush
there.
over and get the first aid kit and rush back over to Lois.
I'm gonna push away from the attic as far as I can crawl.
Yeah, I'll help. I'll help, like,
Oh my
drag
God.
you over toward the wall. What happened? What? Was there another
know.
hobo up there?
I don't know. Did I see
help her?
anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yes, of course I can.
Just like I
help.
said, you saw the leaves suddenly start moving like something was rushing through them and causing them to kick up, but you saw
Get out of my
nothing.
way. Get out of my way.
I don't know. I didn't see anything.
If only my brother were here. He's-
I still don't know why am I bleeding.
What? So, can you describe the hobo that you saw?
I didn't see anything.
Okay, so he can't. He surprised you.
I didn't see anything.
Maybe we should.
There was just
I believe it was
stuff.
perhaps a bobcat.
You think it was a bobcat?
Yes.
What does my face look like?
Bobcat scratches.
You're fine, honey. You're fine.
I mean,
no,
does it,
Can I
what
use
does it look
first
like?
aid on
Got
her?
me.
I have first aid.
I thought she was.
It looks like
She got the first aid kit.
Gotcha. I'm fixing her up. I'm a biologist. I know the human body and how it should look.
Having said that, roll first aid. Does that hurt? Does that hurt?
right?
You're doing it wrong, lady. Let me.
This is the way to fix
I don't think
someone.
this is the way first aid works.
I rolled a 47, and I have in first aid. Wait.
Oh, this just in.
You rolled a 47 out of 50.
I mean, I could stop the bleeding.
Yeah, you get 1 hit point back.
Yay.
There you go. Look, you're just as.
Of course, now you got this bandage wrapped all around your
Yeah, I've
head.
seen
and
this look.
gauze
Is that
pressed
helpful?
against it.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah,
Thanks.
this is a good look for you. You're fine. It's just a scratch. It's fine.
Did I get
Here,
scratched?
take a drink of this, honey.
Yeah. I'm gonna drink whatever's in it. All of it. Sorry.
Oh,
Oh, don't worry. I know
That
there's
might
more.
be compounding the problems.
okay.
I believe this has become some sort of,
Sheriff?
or we should probably get the game warden down here, or
Yes.
someone to get
yes,
this
animal
critter,
control.
this bobcat. I've seen bobcats before, Professor, and
It didn't sound like a bobcat.
I peeked up there too. That was definitely a bobcat, guys.
You jumped down
Hobos, bobcats.
like a small child
This.
and ran away.
Well, we clearly need to have this place cleaned
Wow.
up before you turn it over to
Are you
try
okay,
to
Mr.
sell
Russo?
it.
Is there anything we can do to make you more
Gonna
comfortable?
credit.
No, I'm not. Not okay. Not okay right now.
Let's take you to the hospital.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Get in the car. Let's go to the hospital.
You
think
do
that's a
know
good
that you
idea.
notice the sound above is completely ceased.
Well, the door's closed and bobcats don't have thumbs, so it's fine.
Who closed the door?
Oh, it slammed. I don't know. It
Oh,
slammed.
it slammed shut?
Yeah.
Yes. Right away. Quick.
Yep. I agree. We are on our way to the hospital.
Do I have health insurance?
No.
It's only $5 a day for hospital stay, so we'll make it work.
Oh,
We'll
okay.
figure it out.
I only have
It
$1.25.
was much more
We'll
affordable
do
back
some
then.
fundraising. No, but $5.
I've got $5.
This is
In
pre.
1922.
This is pre FDR.
I called my father.
So you're all hopping in the
Yes.
truck, and
I will toss the keys.
you never bothered unpacking anything from the truck, did you?
Yeah, we brought it.
Yeah, all our supplies.
Yeah,
Put
all
in
that stuff was given. But the toilet paper, the flashlights.
I don't know, I'm just gonna crawl in the back. Just
I will
Lay
get back
on
there
the-
with her.
lay on the back and
uh,
just
Roll
Sure.
up a
What's
tarp
happening?
or
Go
something as a
faster.
pillow.
I'll crank as fast as I can.
I'm going to continue to talk to her, annoying her as much as I can to make sure that she stays conscious and nothing horrible happens. And well, I'm going to annoy her to keep her mind off of the pain.
Language
the talking
department.
only makes the pain worse.
Language department knows how to throw a party.
But I'm just gonna skid. But he's a language teacher, so he's just gonna keep talking. It's
true.
So I'm just gonna sit here.
It seemed like a forever trip to
It's
get there.
so long.
Because just things. But now, yeah, you're just watching the clouds go by, trees, just throbbing inside of your head. It's taking forever. And whoever's driving seems to be making it a point to hit every single hole and rut they can.
I'm so sorry. I'm such a good driver normally. I'm just under a lot of stress right now. Wait, my hockey stick!
That's no time. Keep going.
But thankfully, it eventually goes from trees to buildings. You come roaring up once again to St. Mary's Teaching Hospital.
We'll pick her up and carry her inside.
Yep.
The attending nurse looks up. May I help?
Bobcat attack.
Bring her in here.
I'll park the car. I'm going with her, take care of her.
They had you lay her down on a gurney. What's her name? Honey, can you hear me? What's your name?
Louise.
It's Lois.
Lois.
Said a bobcat did this?
Yeah.
We were outside of the city at what we thought was an empty property.
They start wheeling her off into her room.
Honey, you don't need to explain anything to them.
Ooh!
A nurse stands
Wish I
there
had that hockey stick.
with a clipboard. I'm gonna need her full name.
Lois. Lois.
Russo.
You don't know her name?
Russo.
Russo. Lois.
Reuter? Lois Reuter is
Yes.
her name.
Yeah, Reuter.
She's a student at the university.
She's my friend.
Okay. Does she have any next of kin you know of? If she's a student, do her parents live in town?
She's an adult.
Yeah, she's. I don't know.
I'm gonna make my way in, hopefully after parking the car.
Oh, here's her professor now.
How is Miss Russo doing?
They're doing all they can for her.
Thank you. So, what should we do from here? How long do
Wait, did you say Russo?
Miss Russo.
That's what we said. That's what we said.
During the altercation with this beast, they were someone involved, and I believe they may be suffering from some shock seeing their friend hurt in such a
One point
manner.
of sanity, lady.
So if we can perhaps get them looked at as well.
May I speak with you for a moment?
Of course.
The man with the hat said a bobcat did this?
Honestly, I'm not that familiar with the wildlife of the area, but
You were in town?
no, we were outside of town near a small little rural area called Miller's Crossing. A couple miles from here. It's about 4 or 5 miles out of town, and we were in a very rural area of it.
At this point, I don't want to.
Rabies?
Yes.
No, that's what we're hoping to avoid if possible.
Have rabies?
But
You can.
Practical death
You're
sentence.
fine. You're fine. You're fine.
Oh, I
But
gotta
let's see
get
that she
rabies.
receives the
No,
highest care possible.
It's actually
So I have to make a credit rating too.
the human body
Okay.
and rabies don't really go together. It's just it doesn't really work that
She
way.
can't hear you.
I get an 11, which gets me down to the extreme, but not the. I needed an 8 to get to the bottom tier. So
oh wow! So you're like, I'm with the university. I'm a tenure professor. Oh, of course. You easily have the funds available should it be required. So you, I'm assuming, will sign
Yes.
your. That's all she needs. You're welcome to wait in the waiting room. I'm not sure how long it'll take, but rest assured they're going to do
Make sure
everything.
that she sees the best of care. The university
They're going to do
will,
everything they can.
be involved in this, I'm sure. There may be an investigation, so we should make sure all paperwork is
Oh, absolutely,
paperwork.
absolutely.
Thank you.
I will find some coffee for my dear friend
Oh, thank you. I've been
and
dying
go
for
past
some.
her and give it to him. Oh, did you want something? It's right over there.
Thank you. Again, kudos on the driving.
Of course, of course.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a woman drive so good.
How did Miss Russo look when you took her in?
Yeah, she looked okay.
I hate Nevada
She's gonna be fine. She's gonna be fine.
Excellent. I'm gonna wait for the nurse to come back by. Excuse me. Ma'am, can we perhaps have someone look at my friends here as well? I think there might be again a shock issue.
No, I'm perfectly fine. It's okay.
It's fine. It's fine. I lost my hockey stick and I have a hockey game tonight, but it's fine.
As you can see, they're a tad bit irrational right now.
One attractive nurse grabs your arm. Let's come in here. I'm going to give you a once over just in case.
Oh,
Man, Margot
well,
and
wanted
then-
to come out right there.
I mean, if you insist.
And then another gently takes your hand. Let's check you out as well, just in case.
Yeah. Let me check you out.
What?
And there it is.
Just could not help
She
yourself.
couldn't. She had to emerge.
So you worked here in the hospital for a long time? Are you a student or?
Are you steadily employed?
She has you take your jacket and your shirt off.
Oh, yeah.
You got an abrasion here.
Yes, I am handsome and rugged.
And I understand it was you said a bobcat
Yes.
attacked your friend?
Yes, a vicious bobcat attack at the language department.
She's probing your shoulder. It doesn't. I'm not seeing any marks from claws or
I
fangs.
fell off
okay.
the ladder here.
That would explain it.
Yeah.
Well, here, what we're gonna do? She gets some sort of pasty salve,
So what's your
puts
name?
on it, and starts applying a bandage over that.
Nurse.
Rebecca.
Jackie.
Oh, no. Pick something else, please.
No, it's Becca.
Never
Call me
mind.
Becca.
Never mind.
do
This
you
is
do?
unfair.
Hey, you know,
Katie.
I heard Louis Armstrong's gonna be in town. What are you doing tonight?
Well, I will be there.
Maybe I'll see you.
Perhaps you should go. Yeah. Anyways, what do you think?
What are you doing for dinner tonight? I'm a great cook.
I do not like the way this is going. My character will
Dinner's
be quiet.
good, but the breakfast is better.
Unacceptable.
What's wrong, Todd? Need to make a little bit of a sanity roll?
Yeah, I think I've got up the roll sanity roll here.
But you do get 1 hit point back after she
That's
dresses.
it? Well, she's not that good then, huh? Is there a better nurse here that perhaps maybe could give me another hit point back?
Your nerves. How about I give you something to calm down?
I'm fine. I don't need anything.
Yeah, she is pretty hysterical.
All the same, it's probably better safe. Tell you what.
Tell you what. A little cocaine to calm the nerves.
So just hold your arm
That's
out.
just what I need. I don't know that this is necessary.
It'll make everything better.
I think I'm okay. Really, honestly, I'm fine.
Trust me,
I
you-
wasn't even attacked.
You will be after
I
this.
just, no, I really want to be there for my friend.
You will be. Don't worry.
No. Just save that for a patient that really needs it.
Roll persuasion.
It's fine. Ooh, 39 and it's a 40.
Wow.
What I didn't tell you was you needed an extreme success.
No.
You're used to hearing all the excuses here.
It's fine. I'm fine. Look, I'm fine.
Roll spy hidden.
Uh-oh.
No.
Look over here.
I think I got it with a 92. I'm pretty sure that
really good.
that does the trick.
You don't notice her eyes flick from you to behind you and give a slight nod. But you do suddenly feel the very strong hands on your shoulders, and then she grabs your arm and injects the needle and hits the plunger. And you feel a warmth quickly spread from that point on your arm up it into you, and things are a lot better.
I'll take some of that.
All right, now tell you what, you just lay right here, everything's gonna be a lot better.
But my hockey game. It's a hockey game.
You get 3 more hit points back from the doctor's work.
They're just not very good at this hospital. Below standard.
Take my time to find an area and take meticulous notes about everything that's now transpired.
Can you leave out the fact that I fell?
No, that was highlighted. I put double underlines underneath the.
Can you put in there that the student caused me to fall?
No, you caused her to be.
Whoa.
It's my notes.
That's not true.
You
After-
had her egress, she would have been able to escape this harm.
Slander.
Instead, you caused her to be in the direct line of the assault of the creature.
After about an hour, a doctor comes walking up to you.
Doctor, fold up my notes and close the book.
Are you Mr. Everberry?
Yes.
So you brought in Miss Russo.
Yes.
There's a bit of a question as to what. It's a wild animal attack, obviously.
Yes.
Were you out camping? What?
We were near Ross's Corners, out in a rural area of the community. There's been talk of wolves or coyotes in that area, maybe?
Maybe. Right,
Honestly,
doctor?
I won't lie, I'm a I'm a city boy, so my knowledge of the different wildlife and whatnot consists of that horse will take me to the market, that one will take me to the show.
Understood.
Badgers, wolverines, moose. All right, that I might know the difference of, but that's about it. It definitely wasn't a bear.
We have stitched up the wounds. It may leave scarring. That is unavoidable. But as long as she keeps it clean, she'll make a full recovery.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
I would suggest avoiding Ross's Corners or anywhere outside of the city.
Maybe she's born to be a city girl.
It might be best.
Is there any further medication that she should take? Painkillers?
I'm going to prescribe some pain medication. Just
Some morphine, perhaps?
I'll make sure that she gets it.
What was that?
make sure she takes it
was the
as
doctor.
prescribed. And
In the background.
With or without food?
I don't want that.
with.
With food.
And
Will it have any side effects?
does she drive?
She does. She is an excellent driver.
I would suggest
Dry.
none of that.
Oh, okay.
Particularly and no heavy machinery, nothing. Bed rest would be best.
How about study and research? Will she be able
I
to
can't
continue with her
have
studies?
1% and operate heavy machinery.
The medication may give her a bit of a fuzzy feeling in the head, so I can't say how well she'll be able to concentrate, but
Where's my
We'll
hockey
proceed as we can. I'm sure she needs a few days off, and
That's all in
we'll
repair.
go from there. I'll speak with the rest of our professors. Thank you incredibly for all that you've done. It's greatly appreciated now.
they should be bringing her out here in a moment, so you'll be free to take her
Excuse
home.
me.
Oh, and her friends,
Yes, I think they were suffering from shock. I think they saw whatever it was and are having a hard time
I believe
relating to whatever it.
Mr. Jones suffered an abrasion and bruising. That they did what they could. And Miss Kane appeared to be in shock. Was she there? Did she witness the animal attack?
I believe so.
We gave her a little something just to take the edge off. She may be a little loopy for another hour or so, but
Hey, nurse.
she'll be fine.
Can I have something take the edge off?
He wants to forget his troubles.
Perhaps to go?
That's what the flask was for.
I drank all that.
Can I use sly hand to try to steal some morphine?
Do you want to try that?
I don't know. I mean, if I pass.
Get your sleight of hand now.
It's only 10.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They're coming to get you.
Yeah, I'd say that's you should pass on
Oh,
that.
haha.
Where's Lois?
24. Hey, can I have some of this right here?
Slaps your hand. I'm sorry, sir. No.
Oh, I'm in pain.
You're a big boy. I'm sure you'll be okay. Come on, put your jacket back on. You're free to go.
Okay.
As he's shuffling out of his room, they're wheeling her out in a wheelchair.
Jones?
Yeah.
So you made it.
Yeah, I got a little bit of an abrasion, they say. Not enough for any kind of pain medicine, though, obviously.
So you got a boo-boo.
Yeah, I mean, you know. But I did survive a bobcat attack.
And then Chico is also rolled out in a wheelchair.
Here comes Kiki now. She looked weird in that dress and
Hello,
the hockey
Miss-
stick. Oh.
Hey?
Eesh. Can I have what she's having?
Where's my hockey stick?
I believe that we might have left that behind.
No hockey game today.
Where's Lois? Oh.
She's going to be coming out shortly.
Passed.
Okay.
What?
What are you saying, Mr. Jones?
Oh, I thought. My bad. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Oh. You mean our companion, the other student? She's survived the bobcat attack.
Why are you the way that you are?
Excuse me.
I think there might be some damage. Never thought that.
All I wanted you to do was help me with
Prohibition
that
was a good
ladder.
thing,
That's all
but
I wanted.
now I'm
Just to
starting
help
to
me with the
think
ladder.
maybe
I can take it up
some
there,
people,
clearly show you
it's
guys that there was
necessary.
nothing up there.
I helped you with the ladder, and this is what happened.
Lois!
I didn't ask for your help.
Lois! Lois, are you okay?
No.
Lois, I love you. You're my best friend.
She's
okay.
gonna
My
probably
best
be
friend.
scarred.
I'm okay.
It's okay, you're still beautiful.
Well,
Scars
I
are
mean,
badass.
maybe on the inside.
Looks aren't important. Biology's important.
Somebody said North Dakota away.
Should we go back and fight the bobcat, perhaps?
Bobcat.
You see a nurse look up.
We take a nurse with us? Recruit a
do you
nurse?
want to fight the bobcat with us?
You got me.
Hey,
Sorry. Well, I'm going to take them away now.
Wait,
You got me.
Wait.
An orderly steps up. Do you need any help?
Yeah, with the bobcat.
Might help wheeling her out to the truck. I'll get
Do
her home
you
to
have
bed.
a Charleston chew? Serious question.
I was supposed to go see Louis Armstrong.
Well, look.
Charleston Chew, let's get it.
So I just have to get lower than what it is on here? Yeah, no, I rolled a 46 and it's a 50.
You hear him sigh. He reaches into his pocket in his shirt. Hands it
Thank
to
you. Oh my gosh, I love you. You're my best friend. You're my best friend.
Uh-huh.
Throw it.
Oh, well,
Like,
thank
I
you.
throw it as hard as I can, which is probably not very hard.
Oh, that's just, you know what? You passed this class. You passed.
I passed.
Yep, you passed.
Good job,
You
Kiko.
passed.
didn't
You
even take
did
the- I
not
didn't even
pass,
take
young lady.
Nobody asked you,
You
Maine.
did not
Wait.
pass.
Do you have another Charleston?
No.
You're not supposed to get hurt.
Vermont, stop talking.
She needs to pass.
To get you up to
Somebody
the truck.
shut up, Connecticut. I'm tired of it.
Wait, is your name Connecticut?
Are they sitting up front?
Look,
Yes.
my name
I'll
It's
sign
Professor Jones.
paperwork
He's
and whatnot.
Professor
When
Florida.
are we going to the concert?
Two of you are assisted into the cab of the
Yeah,
truck.
watch out. It's not time yet.
I flop over into the truck.
And with that, they wheel the wheelchairs back into the hospital. So now it's just
That was
you
my
and
wheel.
them.
That was mine.
No, it belongs to the hospital.
They took it.
It belongs to them. You were
gave-
just
they
borrowing
gave
it.
it to me. It was
Wasn't a
mine.
gift. It was a loan. And now you're out of the hospital.
Everybody's trying to take my stuff. They took my hockey stick.
Nope, you left
They
your
took
hockey
my
stick, Miss Kane.
Charleston chew and
That was
they-
your Charleston chew that you threw at Professor Jones.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
It is just as
It's
delicious
Professor Georgia.
that
Yeah.
Time magazine had mentioned.
This is going to get more difficult and more difficult for myself, it appears.
Well, shall we continue on with this adventure?
Let's go fight the bobcat.
Perhaps we should perform this ritual.
I'll drive.
I mean, obviously, I don't believe in such things,
Sure.
but why not?
I mean,
Can we do it from here?
At this point, we know
No,
that
there's
there was something in that
specific
attic that
instructions.
tried to
Let me-
destroy you.
I
and
do.
destroyed Miss Russo
It's probably just startled
pretty
it.
heavily. It hurt her badly.
Should we get the sheriff?
And you think it has to do
Ma'am?
with a bobcat that somehow got into an attic with, I don't know, no ladder and no ability to get into
It
it.
inclined, and the attic had a hole in it.
Words.
I
There's
love-
words.
I am a fan of the written language. Oh, it
When's
is
when's
Latin.
this wear off?
Did you read this?
We have copies.
It's
Excellent.
instructions and some kind of ritual and picture of something you have to draw on the ground at a
Pentagram must be
specific point.
as shown on the sheaf. This is a pentagram, 5 feet.
And
from
these
point
these
to
powdery
point.
things.
All lines must be solid
They were
and
in these
cannot be
boxes.
broken. Right.
Professor,
Yes.
perhaps we should call it a day. And we all can reconvene maybe for Saturday and try this again.
But the concert's tonight.
Oh, I'll be going to
I want to go
that.
see Louis
Well, she wanted.
Armstrong.
But you guys are in no condition to go
She won't
anywhere.
go see the concert. Look at her. She's fine. She's fine.
How
She's
many people are going to die while we continue to put this
fine.
off?
fine. No
It's
one.
fine.
No
I'm
one.
fine.
Because
When does
we're
this
gonna
wear
go.
off, this medicine they're on?
Well, I think Miss Russo could be hurt for the next couple of days.
Oh my.
As for Miss Kane, I believe that hers will wear off in a couple of hours.
Oh. So maybe we go back, kill the bobcat.
Oh no, with the gun again.
You didn't. You saw the bobcat now?
Well, I mean,
You keep saying there's a
I
bobcat
assume.
that miraculously got into this.
What if we
I mean, what
use
else
the
would it be?
paper? What if
Perhaps
we
it's what they were telling us all along.
we paper?
How
cut the
long
bobcat?
do you ignore?
You're telling me an educated man like yourself
Yes.
believes in such nonsense?
Well,
We'll paper
I
cut
believe
the
in what is
bobcat.
before me, and I don't believe that a bobcat somehow snuck into an attic.
There was a hole up top in the vent. There was a hole like the size of a
Bobcat
barrel.
just decided to walk around the roof, get trapped in an attic. The same attic that has the sigils of this power that
You're
you
telling me
happened to mention.
that doesn't make sense, but some mystical creature that was summoned by a bunch of weirdos.
At some point, you just have
makes
to.
more sense.
You just have to admit that you are just unwilling to believe.
Look, I've had a lot of respect
Unwilling
for you over
to
the
believe.
years. With this here, my friend, I think maybe you may be reading too many fiction books.
Why are you guys friends?
I'm starting to question that
Wait.
myself, dear.
Wait, oh, well, excuse me. I
was
mean,
very good friends with Dr. Smith.
it's Jones, and you know it. You keep poking
Very-
at me
Very
with the
good
Smiths.
friends with his father.
My father, Frank. Professor Frank.
I know
Dr.
Smith
Frank.
before he changed his name after the
Look,
incident.
he may have believed in all that nonsense, but I don't, because I am an educated man of science.
He's Professor Texas. You don't mess with Texas.
Don't do science. That's not science. You dig in the dirt. It's like a star. It's like a star.
It's
We're gonna stop at the Waffle House thing again.
this is
Get
great.
some coffee.
careful
Waffle
with the waffles.
House. I love Waffle House.
Let's get
Waffle
some
House
coffee
is
into
my
these
best
girls.
friend.
I don't want any waffles.
This kid is so much more agreeable when she is stoned out of her mind.
Waffle
It's
House. Let's go to Waffle House.
Yes, let's go to the house of the waffle and get you something to eat and something to drink.
Yeah.
And you
And
need
wait
to
for them
take
to
food with your
sober up.
medicine and see what we're going to do to proceed to deal with this incident.
Let's
Bacon!
do
Keep
it.
looking at my pocket watch.
Somebody give me bacon.
What? I'm sorry. What was your exact area of expertise again?
I am, you know what, excuse me?
What
What are
is
you
it?
trying to imply here?
I'm just asking a question. What was the area of expertise again?
I'm a professor of archaeology.
Midnight.
So maybe you should
Midnight. We have to be
dig
there.
your head out of the sand and
Okay.
start seeing that which is right before you.
The bobcat's coming out at midnight.
I have,
Midnight. Midnight.
my father,
Yes.
the great Frank
Smith.
Jones, Dr. Jones,
After he changed his name after the incident.
once told me that archaeology is done in the library, not in the field. So you keep assuming that I am digging in dirt, when in fact I've been digging into books my entire life. sir.
When-
I was
when
at the
did-
And there
library.
is nothing in the books that I've read who mentions anything about mythicism or whatever, astro,
And yet,
whatever,
this book, Vermis de Mysterious, does.
boogeymans, and all
I've-
of this
I've read-
weird
I've read those
metaphysical
books.
stuff
It's about
I've
that.
read the
does
metaphysical
not
books.
exist. There is no scientific or archaeological proof
There's no
of such
yeah,
things.
No, but
What's out there, we just don't understand the scientific
It could be anything.
response behind it right now.
Right.
As a scientist student, a
Whatever-
student of science, I thought you would agree with me.
I have a question. I have a question.
This is the way it gets when I don't have enough drink, okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't have the best upbringing.
You have to be there at midnight.
Yes, you're right.
The waitress brings 4 cups and leaves
Leave it strong.
the pot.
Hey, how's it going? I will,
He
what's her
likes to
name?
read.
Pour.
She got a name tag?
Jennifer,
Jennifer.
It's hot. It's hot. It's hot.
do y'all want any pie or anything?
Bacon. So good.
Some bacon and maybe some
Biscuits.
bread. Yeah, biscuits. Something to sober them up.
So we
Ooh,
have,
jelly.
We have to
They
draw.
have.
Grape, not strawberry.
He knows how to.
I
work
think
with
they're
dirt
on
and
maybe
stuff.
some
What if
morphine,
we
so
just,
whatever
like,
may
put a
fix
bunch of
that
dirt
or
on the
something.
ground?
I don't know. I'm not a
He just
doctor.
like
What if we use paint?
My father was though, apparently, doctor of
Hey.
archaeology. I don't know.
Bacon,
we have any
biscuits,
Doctor?
anything else?
Grape
Turns out-
jelly.
We have the ability to
Do I
buy
not have a
bunch of
doctorate
supplies,
degree in
including
archaeology?
paint,
What kind of degree
brushes,
do I have?
Things that won't be easily disturbed.
It doesn't
Now
say.
you're
From
questioning
the
your
diary
whole,
that we
your
have,
whole
we know
career.
that one of them accidentally disturbed one of the elements in it to allow the thing to escape. We should take
That
heed
doesn't
by
sound real.
using the
When
words
are
that
they
we've
gonna
read,
get sober?
God,
learning
demons
from
are
them to
real.
not make the same mistake.
That
See,
doesn't.
demons. Demons are real.
But the bobcat is real, and it's going to come out
Yes.
at midnight, and
Wait.
we have to be there, and you have to finger paint on the floor.
The bacon, biscuits, the jelly, the coffee are all brought in.
Thank you. Greatly appreciate it.
I will eat them as best I can with whatever my wounds.
Oh no.
After
on
about
up.
a half hour, 45 minutes, the drugs start to wear off.
Finally. I didn't think we were going to survive it.
My face hurts.
My head hurts.
Unfortunately,
Had a traumatic experience.
you lost your hockey game.
I lost
Yeah.
my hockey stick?
In your game. Your game's over. They lost. They needed their player, best player.
Darn it.
We're not sure who that was,
Could
but
have been there for the team. Waffle House, though.
House of Waffles.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Are you okay?
How do I look?
Fantastic.
And
Great.
That's how I feel. I need some more bacon. Nice biscuit.
What's the plan?
well,
I'll push the bill over towards Wentworth.
I don't know. Are you prepared to continue, or do you need to stop?
We're fine.
Is there something about, like, what are we, like, we have to be somewhere.
At midnight.
Just what the paper said.
Back
Did
in
you
the
read the
cabin.
papers?
Yeah, what? Oh, okay.
It said. It gave instructions specific.
So once they're done, I've cleared that tab. We're off to the paint store.
Oh.
Or a hardware store that sells paint and brushes.
You're not taking this seriously,
And a
are
tape-
you?
Well, you,
Yes.
yes.
I'm just gonna hop in the back of the truck and just go wherever it goes.
Tape measure, paints, brushes, another first aid kit.
As an academic, I am really disappointed in
You know,
you. I mean,
I didn't think we would agree on a lot,
Yeah. Well,
but
I can't
Here we
relate to
are.
your disappointment.
here we are.
Maybe we need a priest.
I mean, I'll go to entertain it. But I tell you what, when you're wrong, you have to admit that I'm right, and this stuff's just a bunch of nonsense.
make it higher stakes. What
Oh.
what do you have to give him when you're wrong?
I get your office if you are wrong.
And if you're wrong, well, then
And if I'm wrong and this hocus pocus metaphysical crap is real, you can have first stabs at Rupert's old office.
No. If I am wrong, you can have my office.
Okay?
If I am right, you will stop drinking.
Ooh.
Like,
Forever.
completely.
Stone cold sober, my friend.
hey,
No more,
Hey.
no more
Tea-
jazz for you.
I tell you what, I'm so confident, I'll take you up on that.
and
Gross.
I will never wear this dress again if you're right.
I would hope,
You didn't want to wear that dress anyway.
You don't know. You don't know what you're talking about.
You glance down at your dirty slippers.
Would you like to stop and get some shoes?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Let's just get this over with.
Yes, let's
Imagine
do it.
you were attacked by a bobcat
Man,
and
his
you had to
office has
slap
got
it
the
in
view
the face.
of
Would
the
you rather view
courtyard
the shoe
where everybody
or a
walks
slipper?
through.
That's
It's
fine,
beautiful.
it's fine,
It
it's
shows
fine.
the fountain. I mean, it's really like one of the best offices.
How are you going to decorate it?
Yeah.
How are you going to
I'll
decorate
probably just burn everything that he leaves in it.
it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Miss Kane,
Because it's disgusting. It's got
we can go back
sandwiches
to
laying
your
everywhere.
dorm and get you some shoes, or we can go and purchase some shoes.
I am wearing my slippers.
No,
And
I'm-
that is that you
I mean,
are
at
not my father.
this point, you've gone from trying to be an independent, fierce woman
You're
to
not in
a
charge of
petulant
me.
child.
Do you have a helmet? Maybe we should get a helmet.
I was going to suggest that actually.
What?
I am
We
So
should
I
also
can't get my other side of my face.
Get your hockey equipment.
Yes, I
and
need my hockey
Interesting.
stick.
So no, with the padding and the helmet.
Like the goalie helmet?
No,
That could
that's
work.
all.
Exactly.
That's all
Yeah.
at the dry cleaners.
Anything.
I was gonna. It's they're closed now anyway. It's too late.
We
in the day.
could use the padding and the.
I understand that,
protections
but
to
like, there's
help
nothing
from
we
this
can
thing.
do.
Well, perhaps the rest of the team then will. Where's
No,
the store at?
the game is like. The game's actually in New Jersey, so we'd have to drive all the way
Maybe we should
there.
I
stop
don't
by
want to
your
drive to Jersey.
stop by your office and get your Ouija
I don't
board.
like Jersey.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
get your Ouija
Maybe
board.
some candles.
Yeah.
Candles might be a good idea, but unfortunately, we have pick up some extra flashlights.
Man, this office is going to be amazing. I cannot
right.
wait.
Gonna go buy the paint and all that other stuff we mentioned.
Oh, get you some black paint, spooky paint.
Or red, like
Oh,
black.
like blood.
I think just some simple white paint will do.
Okay.
All right.
Then stop by a general store, pick up a pair of sensible shoes made for a female, size 5, maybe 6. We'll go with 6 just in case.
Probably a 9.
6 is too large.
She's got big old
Okay, you'll
feet.
grow into them.
Yeah, she got them hockey feet.
21 years old.
Well, start acting like it. And
I wear a size 6.
They drugged me against my will. I told them I didn't want it, and they
You're
drugged
fine
me.
now.
I had no say in the matter.
after getting all that, extra flashlight, a second first aid kit, I am going to start heading back. I really wish to go speak to Professor Armitage, but it doesn't seem like he's going to be useful. And so there's other people that are going to be hurt tonight if we don't continue with this. So
Because we have to be there at midnight.
I mean, how cliche.
I know.
That means we're going to miss Louis Armstrong.
Sorry, Lois.
But the good news is I will be getting a nice office out of this.
Yeah. We don't get anything.
So you're
Well, you get half
rolling back
credits.
to farmhouse.
When do you graduate?
Not soon enough.
I'll go a little extra careful so as to not jostle Miss Russo in the back.
You're going to get there around 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh my God, we're just gonna hang out there for 8 hours?
Pull back, go inside, check and see if the hobo's returned or anybody else has returned.
Everything is as you left it.
Inspect the outside to see if there's a way that this, whatever this creature is, could get inside. Because he didn't get inside from inside.
There
That's
was a-
not possible. Is there a hole in the roof or anything we can see?
Busted out attic window.
Right there.
Big enough for a bobcat or a wild animal to get through? And if so, is there any way that a bobcat or wild animal could have climbed this building? Is there trees near it? Is there anything?
No. It's a flat side of the building, so
Unless it's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Well, somebody must have put it up there. I don't know why, but it's up there.
Sometimes the
It
things
got
that
up
come
there.
out of your face.
Somehow this bobcat is in the attic.
They said that they summoned him.
Okay,
And then
sure.
trapped him in
no,
the
that
attic.
makes more sense than somebody putting a bobcat in the attic. Sure.
I'm saying.
So this bobcat's been there since 1878.
No, obviously not.
77.
It can't have been up there too long because it would have
Kudos
starved to
on the
death.
accuracy, by the way.
But somebody put it up there. Does it honestly? Are you expecting us to say somebody summoned this thing into the attic, and
mean-
that's more reasonable?
I'm not saying that is more reasonable, but I'm also saying that you are stretching so hard to try and rationalize something that perhaps it's just time to stretch the other direction just a fraction of an inch.
There's
to
just
see.
no scientific evidence that this kind of thing would even be possible.
Would you like to go stick your head up there?
No.
I wouldn't,
We know
I wouldn't
something-
advise it.
I do have an idea. Perhaps we should take the ladder on the outside and peek through the opposite.
What if it comes like rushing out of the window? Jumps at you.
That's a good point. Okay.
All
that's
right.
all I got.
Do we have a ladder tall enough to get to that window?
I mean, the ladder's 8 foot. Be a stretch.
All right.
Unfortunately, I am below average height, so I think maybe
Turns out
you
I'm
should.
average height.
Yeah, you should probably go
All
there.
right, let's pull the truck up right against the building.
Oh,
Put the ladder onto the bed of the truck.
look at you.
Go inside. Look at the, what were they called? What were these etchings around the door and all that?
Power symbols.
Power symbols, thank you. So you do recognize what those are.
Well, I mean,
Pull out my notebook with my
superstitious
meticulous notes. Make a picture of them as best I can. If I have to, I'll do a rubbing. Then, with the paint, go up to what this is, and do I see that those etchings are around this window? I'm going to try to transcribe that around this window as best I can. If I hear rumbling or anything coming towards me, I'm going to do my best to fall into the truck where I've laid a tarp and other soft objects, because me hobbling down this thing isn't going to work out very well.
I could catch you.
Well, Mr. Jones, I just don't know that I can trust you at this point with that.
Well, just because I don't believe in all this hocus pocus doesn't mean I'm
You've done certain
a
things and
cruel
said certain
man
things
that
today that
would not help my elders.
You will have to. You're going to have to re-earn my trust, sir.
Well, I mean, I think you're taking it too far.
I think that you put Miss Russo in a harm's way, and it caused her.
I did.
Yes, I think she was on that ladder, and if you hadn't been there, I think she might have been able to
I
fall and
originally
jump out
asked
of the way.
you to help me get the ladder, and you were sitting on your hiney, puffing and a huffing from going up and down stairs like you're some feeble old man, making me do all the work, making me crank the car, making me go up the ladder, making me pick up the ladder. I mean, and you know how I feel about it.
How do you feel about it?
Just like that. I just thought we were better
But I
friends.
led the way into the cellar initially,
Yeah, because
confronted the gentleman, and
Yeah.
then, okay.
I have a new theory.
Oh, well, what's this one? This should be excellent theory, because the
must be
theories so
nice.
far aren't really theories.
Bob.
They're far-fetched, crazy ideas
What
that
if
have
what
no
if the,
science
what
or
if the
any logic behind them
hobo
whatsoever.
has a feral dog
Uh-huh.
and he has it kept up there? Maybe
So,
he was living up there, left his
He
dog.
left a dog up there somehow, but again, no ladder or anything.
Well, the ladder was downstairs,
So
and he was
put
downstairs.
the feral dog up into the attic, then took the ladder,
Yeah,
which you would
they
have
were
to go
both-
to get the dog to feed it and
When
water.
we came, he panicked.
Closed it up,
Yes.
took it all the way down
Yes.
the stairs,
Yeah.
put it away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that. Yes, that's a good theory.
I'll catch you, I promise.
Okay,
Is he
okay.
a real professor?
I have
I
a
don't think it said anything about Professor on there,
Oh well, now it's starting to make
Yeah.
more sense.
I have a
Archaeology
suggestion.
professor.
does it?
Occupation.
I have a
The question is, do I
But
have a
where
doctorate
at? Which
degree?
community college
Don't I have to
that's
have a
underfunded are you teaching at?
Arkham.
Because no, I don't believe that.
We're colleagues,
There's-
sir.
Little boys.
Says Arkham.
Hush.
Miss Kane,
I
Some
say
respect.
I say we follow this to a T
I agree.
so that we can definitively say this is not the answer. Nothing supernatural is going on here. If we follow all these instructions to the letter, and at the end of the night the Bobcat is still there, then you have to concede that this was
Hey,
perfectly
that's
rational.
exactly why I'm here.
Now,
Yes.
how many times are we going to move this net for the puck to go into? Like, at what point do we get to actually score the goal?
Don't make hockey analogies. You don't even understand the game. Tomorrow morning, when this all fails, we will approach the local law enforcement.
Yeah, game
We will
warden,
inform them of this, and we will wash our hands of this whole
So,
place.
we're going to take this to the 6th period of hockey, and where it concludes,
I mean,
correct?
we did notify the hospital.
Yes, we will take it to the 6th period.
There is no 6 periods in hockey. Miss
I
Kane.
know that. I know that. You don't have to tell me.
Did you see anything up there?
Where? No, but I didn't poke my head in. I just simply transcribed the symbols in case. Are there any other entrances, exits, vents, windows, the chimney? I don't know.
Look, academics aside,
The
be
chimney.
careful.
We will.
Be careful.
I unfortunately, Mr. Smith, cannot clamber up onto the roof to the chimney. Can you go up there and paint these symbols?
Wow. Once again, asking me.
I
do all the
just
heavy
went
lifting.
up a ladder and painted it. You just saw this.
Yeah, but you didn't even look inside. And I wanted you to be careful. I mean, I like you personally.
Right, if you want
I
to,
do.
now
I
that
do.
I've got those symbols there, you feel free to take the flashlight and look around inside for the thing that I believe Miss Rutho said was, what was it again? What did you see?
You didn't even paint the symbols right.
I didn't paint the symbols. Where's those symbols painted?
Did he paint
I
the symbols
can't
right?
wait for this ritual to
Hasn't
be over
got the
so
ladder
that I
yet.
can be done
Oh.
with both of you.
You missed some of the parts of
Not
your
you.
etching. You missed the corner right there.
He said there can't be any breaks in it.
You know, with the
So the window part, I've done as best I can. I've asked him to do the chimney. He seems to wish to fight it. Now we have to go inside. We have the drawing. Pull out all the furniture in the room. Sweep it.
Well,
Do you want me
first,
to
let's
do
roll
it?
spot hidden.
Okay.
Do you want me to pull
Everybody?
the furniture out?
Just him.
Just me. I feel special.
Is this okay, guys?
3.
I'm not out of character. Am I always all right?
That is as good as it's ever going to get.
A 3?
A 3.
That's pretty amazing.
You're trying to transcribe these.
Oh wow, you are doing a really good job at that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I mean, for shaky as you are.
Well, it's because I'm on top of a ladder.
I'm trying to
being
hold
held
it.
at the back of a truck.
I'm holding
by
it.
a man whose nerves seem to be shot.
I am not the strongest in the
Nor
group.
the most. Why?
I'm the strongest,
What's
but I'm broken.
It's been a while since I've had a drink.
Oh.
When you notice the leaves upon the flooring and this nice orb web going from rafter to floor. And you can see the spiders working diligently to expand upon this.
Spiders.
This game, I'd like to see that.
When suddenly the leaves lift up slightly and then whoosh straight forward. The webbing, with your exceedingly good roll, you see it bend before it breaks, and the spider hits something and then just, you're not sure how to describe it, implodes. Roll dodge.
Dun, dun,
I would
dun.
like to make it known that I would have picked up my hockey stick as soon as we entered.
We all assumed.
I have failed,
Oh,
Yeah. Right.
hockey stick.
and there's not going to be enough points to get.
Can
me
I
to
help
that,
him not
so.
fail? Is there anything I can do as a
Come on.
since I'm holding the ladder, or
I want to
anything I
work
can
the
do to
room.
help?
11 points of damage.
Oh my god!
All right. Well, I'm knocked unconscious.
Well, what are you at?
I'm at 0.
You're dead.
Okay.
Was it a
Oh
major
my
wound? 'Cause
God.
it
So as
says-
you're watching this, you're like, you got the corner wrong, and then it's all of a sudden, his whole body gets jerked inside that window, and he's gone.
Oh my god!
What the?
Professor!
But it says if it's a 0 without a major wound, it's just unconscious.
Sounds like it's a major wound.
A major wound would be hand-to-hand combat, a fall, a major, or normal wound. Major wound, claws, teeth, knives, gun.
I didn't see any of those.
We gotta. I know another guy we can call. Or we're gonna have to go back to the university and get my good friend.
Jackson?
Actually, we are going to end it here.
Oh no.
What was the other character you're supposed to play?
Jacob Carfax.
Jacob Carfax to come and help us with this, because I tell you what, there may be more than a bobcat up there.
Oh, I'm going to need all of you to make sanity rolls.
Oh no.
No.
What the fuck was that?
37.
64.
76.
Yeah, 46. Look, I'm just losing sanity over here. I don't know what's happening.
You lose 1.
Oh, 1 again.
You get lucky and lose 1.
I am.
You lose 5.
Jesus
I
Christ!
am greatly disturbed by the fact that we ended your life on, not so friendly terms. I mean, I really did respect you as a
he
colleague.
definitely doesn't want you to have his office now.
Dude, that office is mine! Mine!
I have some doubts.
We had a gentleman's agreement.
Oh my
And
god.
I'm going to need you to make an intelligence roll.
Me?
Yep.
But you were wrong.
No one else knows that.
I mean, we know that.
I think everybody just saw me just
These are just students.
smashed into this thing are going to know
By
it.
a bobcat, yeah.
I don't think they don't believe that a bobcat.
It's a
did that.
0-0.
How are you gonna get killed?
So is that technically a 0-4? Because usually the green one's the percentage.
game.
So I rolled a 4 out of 50.
All right.
10 is the extreme number. So is that good?
I can't believe I was so mean.
Is it good?
They're so mean to
Is
them.
You didn't say whether it was good.
Is Carfax a believer?
Is he a
a
what?
believer in all this?
She
nonsense?
starts screaming her head off.
What?
Oh my
Calm
God.
down. Calm down.
That's belief.
Oh God!
She takes off and starts running toward the tree line.
Lois, no! I start running.
I'm a
after.
Muppet. I'm just running.
So that's where we'll end it. Yeah, you went temporarily insane.
Gotta go.
Look at the clock to see
Okay.
if Louis Armstrong's playing yet.
So I should check next to temporarily insane.
I'm going to that concert.
I mean,
Thoughts on the matter have changed, and all I can say is leave it to old white men to summon a demon and then leave it to everybody else to fix. That's all I'm going to say.